Good evening, and welcome to Friday Night Insomniac. I am your host, Kenzo. What's up, everybody? Welcome in, my fellow collectors. It is a great Friday night, and I've got some flash drives in my hands. I don't know why, because I always have flash drives in my pockets when I'm walking around my house. Because you never know when you need to 3D print something. Grab that shit. So, welcome to all my fellow collectors. We're going to do some night driving. Man, what is up with all you people that just don't know how to sleep? I haven't been sleeping good at all lately. You know, I tell you what, there's two things that don't go good together. Confusing up and down weather and arthritis. My back has been so janky, jacked up lately. We actually still have snow coming down right now. We were at 90 degrees 3 days ago. We hit freaking 90, and now it's snowing. So, yeah, the back is not doing good. So anyway, welcome. Ooh, G.I. Jetman, look at that new thumb there. Oh, I like it. Looks good, Menhoza, welcome in. What's going on, everybody? Frankie Rivera. Hey, yo. Thundercats. Oh, you like that extra giant key that I put in his mouth? I made a small one that's like the size of the one that came with the early bird because I didn't get the early bird. And then I made that huge one. It fits. Ray Black, what's going on? Welcome in. ToyTube official. Yeah. We have Christopher Negri, the HBO Ain't that the shit? I'm telling you. Talk about a nostalgia overload for me. Like, I was so excited when I tried that out and YouTube didn't mark it, didn't say that, that it was copyright or whatever. I was pretty excited about that. So nice. Very nice. Welcome in, Christopher. Thank you. 3-star draw. What's up, brother? How you doing, my friend? Kind of, floating around on a Friday night. Wraith Mace, we are the hammer. What's up, Wraith? What are you doing, my friend? Yeah, new stuff. It's, and it's Friday nights are my second show that I just kind of stumbled upon making. I was going through some shit when my grandma wasn't doing too well right before she passed, and I wasn't able to sleep. Actually, it might have been right after she passed. I wasn't able to sleep, and so I said, I'm going to come live so I don't sit in my empty house and just start bullshitting. And turned out people were awake and nobody else really doing stuff this late, and they figured just something to keep people to pass the time while, the people like us that can't sleep very well. Like 3-star says, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Absolutely, I agree. I'm just up to organize my Glyos parts because of my 10-year-old. He seems he'll try to take them all. There you go. Then, and you know what? You're probably right. That's exactly how it works, right? 2 inches of wet snow last Saturday. See, and we're gonna have 1 to 3 to in from tonight till tomorrow. We've got 1 to 3 inch, and it's that heavy, wet crap that with the way my back is, that's like one of the worst. There's a couple of things that are just on the list of the shittiest things for me to do. One of them is shoveling the walk with the way, I mean, even with the ergonomic shovels, it doesn't help. And then doing dishes, like just leaning that just enough, to crank on the back. And I'm even wearing my hoodie tonight just because it's cold in the house. Cause like I said, it was 90 the other day. So I was just planning on, the other night I had my window open. I didn't realize it. I get upstairs and I'm like, shit, it's like 64 upstairs. So I had to close the window, but it's been pretty consistently cold for the last couple days, but it's how it goes, I guess. It's how it goes. Toy Connections. We got a celebrity in the house. Everybody give a big round of applause. Toy Connections is here. You're not tired. Come on. Actually, I can't even say you're not tired. You're just probably always tired, Ken. I just don't imagine, and this is just, I don't have the exact same as far as the experiences, but the way that you are amped and wired and your thought process on worrying about things and making sure things are the way they are, I could really just not imagine you relaxing too much. That's probably what alcohol is for, right? When you get to that point when you cannot relax, that's kind of the only thing you can do is introduce a substance that will help you relax, That's kind of all I could think of, man. Like that's really my biggest thing there. So I love that picture Frankie's got, man. That's such a good one, man. Haven't seen snow in 3 years, Sonny. What's up, Sonny? Welcome over, sir. Oh man, I haven't seen him in a little while. The dude's like always working, always busy. Yeah, so I just what did I do today, man? I printed some stuff, I painted some stuff, I sent something out. Oh, get this. So I think I brought it up a little bit on Wednesday, but so Faker Battle Cat, my buddy that lives over in San Francisco, area, he is a hustler, and he kind of shows me a lot. I don't even think about stuff like that. Obviously, I'm a collector first, and we all are collectors first. But if we can find something that we know, hey, if I get a couple of these, I could probably pay for the other one for the people that missed out on it. If it's like a timed edition, then it's technically not scalping, right? Because then you're buying something that is no longer available and you're selling it on the market for a little bit of a. So I bought 2 Fakers on the Mondo when the timed edition Mondo came out for Faker, which is an amazing figure. Like, it's got everything. You can see it right there. There he is. Well, I bought 2. And the position I'm in, I got to start throwing stuff on eBay and kind of help make ends meet. And I sold it for $495, and I think I paid $250 for it. So doubled up, pretty much doubled up. I had to ship that out today. Driving to the post office in the snow. It was kind of fun. I did stop at Ross, my favorite place to go. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, I'm not even close to being caught up. Let me jump back. Holy cow. So the Wednesdays is Raw, Fridays is SmackDown. Okay. So that's Matthew L.E. Yeah. It's one of those where there's not a lot of people on, and sometimes people some people like to watch the replays at this time. Some people are like, all my friends that I follow, they have, sometimes they have 2 or 3 shows at once. So they use the late night to kind of catch up and do replays. But, sometimes, when you're awake at night, sometimes your mind is going, and sometimes you want to be on a show or watch a show that's interactive, that you can chat with people and kind of keep your mind off the shit that you're thinking about. So that's kind of what I like about the whole Insomniac thing. 2 weeks after the Bay of Fear crowdfund ended, and now Four Horsemen. Yes, tomorrow morning, right? Tomorrow morning we're getting that figure obscura. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, all right. See, it was 80s here today. Might hit a record high for the month and day tomorrow. Yeah, see, and it's crazy how it's like, the jet stream. Obviously, we know how that shit just kind of comes from the north, comes down, swoops it back up. And so you're in the heat wave where mine's getting the cold, and then it's going to swoop up to like, St. Louis and all those up north. And because I'm in Colorado, just for the people that don't know, if you're new here, I am in Colorado. And like I said, it was today is coming up on Saturday. So it was Wednesday, it was 90 degrees, 90, 91 or something like that. And then all of a sudden today it's freaking snowing and it's 31. So yeah. So we're 31 and snowing, which is crazy. Just blows me away how crazy that is. It's just so like Mother Nature here. She's completely bipolar. She's like, man, it's crazy. My brain goes really amped and when getting to YouTube mode when I'm basically, yeah, and comatose. And that's kind of, sometimes I wonder, like when I'm sitting there, like, and it's funny because sometimes the shows do something to you. It's like, a good live for me is in the middle of the, 30. I'm small time. I'm not big time. But when you have a good show, not even the amount of people, just a good quality show, and you have a lot of people active in the chat, you have a lot to talk about, and you feel that it goes well. When you're done and you go sit down on you're like, oh, you kind of get drained. You kind of like, wow, that was cool. But then you feel like, all right, you kind of hit a wall. And you almost have to reamp yourself up to get going. And like sometimes I want to do something after, like, oh, I got to do a project, I got to paint something, I got to get print off or something. But when I'm done with the show, I'm like, ooh, I kind of took a little out. That's all right. Yes, happy early Easter, everybody. Sunny's only 1 day away. Well, we're all 2 days away. So you're right there. Don't let the gouging business become no. I don't. It's not a gouging. I knew, and it's Mondo is the only way to go, because Mondo is the only time you're actually gonna double up in price like that. And I knew at the time I had the money to do it, and I knew that in the future I probably wasn't gonna have a lot of the money to do it. So I thought, buy a couple, throw the other one up there. That's the going market rate right now. Even if, and what's funny is that even like when you say gouging, think about like if somebody went to a store that carried third-party stuff, like they bought stuff, like even I think it was Titan Toys that Mega J talks to, that helped and he's involved in. They have Mondo stuff that's going for about $500, and they're a store that do third-party sales, that they purchased it when it came out and they're selling it for that price. So I'm not doing anything that no one else is doing. Like, I can tell you right now, unless someone is just really, I want to help somebody out big time, and which I've done a lot with stuff that I could purchase, and I've helped out a lot of my friends. But that one, I did that one for a reason. I knew I was going to do it. So, you prefer the cooler weather. Well, you damn Canadians. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I don't mind the cooler weather, Ken. I just have an issue with the inconsistent weather. When it gets when the barometric pressure goes high and then low and then high and then low, that's what really messes my arthritis. My back really locks up. I have a lot of issues during the up and down. If it's consistent, I'm okay. But other than that, it sucks. Zodak review of the vintage line, in my opinion, it is easily the definitive one. You didn't mention his space shield and Zodak logo glow in the dark. Oh, see, and I didn't even know that. That's the thing. It was all brand new. I didn't even know. I didn't know it glows in the dark. So you're telling me right now. Did it even say on the box? Let's see. See, it doesn't even say anything on here that it glows in the dark. Why wouldn't they advertise that? Let's see. Oh. I gotta turn my lights out real quick. At least get them turned down a little bit and then try to juice it up real quick. I didn't even know it glows. That's first thing that's first. How about, well, it's too bright everywhere else. Oh, I have too much light in here. I don't know. I don't think that's glowing. I don't know if that's glowing. Do you have it? Have you seen it glow? Because I got some glow in the dark shit, and it doesn't look like it's glowing like that stuff that I've got. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. A little bit of a glow. It's a blue glow, which is totally different than what we're used to. But it's so weird that it doesn't, like, it does not say anything anywhere that this glows. Doesn't say. Says cosmic energy shield, laser pistol. Oh, that pistol I got was just, it's wacky, man. Like it's got Jacker's curve. No, I do like it, King Panther. I really do. I got my heating pad on, so I gotta make sure it's in the right spot. Like, I'm always a fan of classics, but overall, like, now night and day with this one. This one, no way, not compared to the new one. I love the new logo. I love how the new logo sits. But yeah, I just put that up like 10 minutes, 20 minutes before I went. What's going on, Steve? Welcome in, sir. Probably, yeah. Well, there's, we got 17. That's all right for, this late at night. I'll take it, right? Oh, you ain't not doing anything not wrong. Yeah, see? That's a triple negative. Yep. Triple double. Figure was limited 1,500, no objection, on time edition, made to order. Yeah, see, and that's what I say. If somebody missed out and had the money to buy it, and that's the thing. You look, you do a little research, you see what they're selling for, not what they're trying to sell for. If it was going for 300, 350, whatever, then, but someone had purchased one for $525 the week before, so I put it up for $490 and the $495, and then buy it now, and they bought it. So yeah, that's exactly what I said on my little review, that I thought of Doctor Strange with that. Absolutely. MCR, welcome in. What's going on? All right. Yo, Cobweb. I just saw you. And then you guys had to pick the picture that I was coloring. Thanks, man. Thanks. Now my coloring is going to be stupid because you guys already did it. Just kidding. Oh, it'd be cool if Hasbro made a classified glow-in-the-dark figure. Something, right? They've got enough. Even, what? Why not? Hold on. Why not do that Storm Shadow, or no, Snake Eyes, that had the that picked up that toxic or whatever that didn't he pick up a cube or do something where he was glowing like that? Why not do that one glow in the dark? Like, do something like that was part of the movie. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. It glows a bit. Yeah, just a little bit. It doesn't hold the glow very well, but that's cool. But that's weird that they wouldn't put that on the box. Normally it'll say shield glows or something. Like, at least describe it that something glows in the dark. Dude, I have a lot of hats. I'm a big sports guy, so I try to get a new hat every season, maybe 2 hats every season. So I'm consistent with my Nuggets, Avalanche. I only have a couple Avalanche, but Broncos, Nuggets, Avalanche. And the Nuggets start tomorrow. We get the playoffs, play the Clippers for the first round. So we'll see. My boy Jokic is probably going to get screwed out of the MVP, even though he averaged a triple-double. It's ridiculous. So who's next? I think, and especially because I know it's a different character with the K, but this Zodak is so freaking good. I love the boots on this one. I really do like this Zodak with the K. And then I think this one, if I remember it right, I think this one came from that 2-pack, from the DC 2-pack. Because I think there's a little difference, like a glove or shoes. Like one has boots and one has feet, I think. But I think this is the one from the DC set. So that's what I think. Let's see. What's going on, Motu Tony? What's going on, buddy? The Zodak review. My Zodak will be delivered Monday. He was not available, but I added the card anyway, and boom. Tony, what's funny on that one, I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is that it's so funny. I had it on order the first day of CancelCon, and it's still, that first order is still sitting there as pre-order and saying we'll ship in May. But then the stock came in, but they didn't pull the ones that were on pre-order. They just let you order it. So I ordered it, and it came 2 days later, which like doesn't make any freaking sense, but that's Walmart, right? And I think that's the key word, was Walmart was Walmarting. That's kind of how it works. What's going on, Eldor? Welcome in, sir. Welcome from the future down there in Eternia. How's everything going there? How's the weather in Eternia? Is it doing okay down there? Is it winter in Eternia now? Because we're getting to spring and summer, so it might be going fall, winter in Eternia. That's pretty crazy, sir. Didn't realize Zodak glows. I didn't either. Like you said, I just King Panther just told me. I had no idea that he glowed. I didn't see that anywhere. I didn't see it any in the description or anything like that. Thought that was pretty cool. Glow in the dark clear plastic hologram Iron Man. Yeah, that's it. I really do like how they made the logo bigger. I don't know. I like it. And I like that they kind of stuck to the vintage look. The loincloth is softer than what I remember a lot of them being. So that one's cool. That's softer. And then the one that I have for this, look how crooked that little piece is. I have the same problem with one of my Evelynns, the newer Evelyn, where it's all crooked on the crotch cover there. But I hated the shoulder pads on this one. Hated them. But you know what? I ended up buying a bunch of these because Five Below had them. And that was one of the big figures at Five Below. So they were $5. So I had a bunch of the Catra, bunch of Zodak, and a bunch of the 40th He-Man were all at Five Below. And like I said, Five Below is a $5 or less. So it was $5. So, all right, let's see. We're saying hello. What's going on, Allison? Welcome in. Are you sure you're just going to be in the chat? Because, I do need to do this real quick for my Clubhouse folk. I'm slacking. I'm not a professional at all, right? I like this music, man. It's chill. The night driving, the cruising. All right. So I did get a couple things today. One at Ross and one at Target. So let me close that real quick. Okay. Sorry, I gotta make my screen bigger here. Classics are awesome. I just don't like the huge pins. True. Yeah. Bit less sturdy. But for the time it was kind of okay. That new Eternia Panther. We need a battle cat or anti-cat. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I like the art. And for me, I've been all over that articulated jaw. Anything with articulation on the jaws lately have been good, man. It's like a lot of the new Eternia stuff they've been doing articulation. Like the Beastman was awesome with the jaw. Of course, the new Skeletor with the battle armor with the jaw, and then of course the way that one moves, where his teeth come down in the Panther and then they push back up. That's so good. Jet man, I have a hard time following. Baseball's tough for me. I love basketball and football and stuff because that's what I played when I was younger. I loved playing the sport, so I like watching it. Baseball's never been one of my favorite things to watch, and if I did, I'd be really depressed because my Rockies have sucked since forever. Last time we did anything worth the shit was when we went to the World Series and got swept by the Red Sox in 2007. So it's pretty bad. We've been really bad for a long time. So, not the line. I mean, I do like I do know that, but what the time was, yeah, those pinholes are just really, really stand out, and it is pretty. But the look of them and the design, I mean, it's Four Horsemen stuff, right? So, I mean, but that's kind of what they were working with as far as the articulation back then. Timescales, eating some cheese. Did you put some fish in that cheese? Or no fish cheese? Oh, what's up, Frank? Raiders. I know, I always see that and it kind of gives me a little twitch in my eye. Raiders. Oh, I'm just kidding. So Zodak dresses left. Yes, that thing is. It's turned. I opted for the classics Zodak. Well, and this one, like I said, I think this one is different because this one goes to the. Who is it with? Is it Zodak and? I don't even know who the other person is with that one. No, it's not crooked by design. There's a lot of them that I've seen that are right down the middle. So that's kind of weird that they did a lot of. That's an error. Not been too bad. All right. It should be in the group, the clubhouse group, right? Let's see. We'll just do it that way. Alison. Jacobo Weber. There we go. Anyway, sorry guys. Let me jump back to this here. Clubhouse alum. Yeah. Beverage in the bathroom. Zodak from the DC 2-pack. Green Lantern. Okay, has space boots and painted. So this one's the regular one. Okay. Which is cool because it was never a Club Grayskull Zodak release. So I think I have that somewhere because I remember this one came secondary, but I think I have the other one also. So that one had the boots. Okay, so I was backwards on that. And I wonder if he's up in that. I have a classics bin that's got a bunch. Let me look up there real quick and see. Oh. You know what? I'm telling you, even if he's back there, I don't want to mess with that because that is a toy avalanche waiting to happen. That would be a very bad day for me. The non-vintage version has a pretty nice glow-in-the-dark signature too. Man, it's pretty. Like, that was one I was kind of stupid for passing on, especially because when I ended up going back and buying that Rogue, I don't have anything to go with the Rogue. The Rogue's just going to sit with the Mondo because it's just a good looking figure. But the fact that I shouldn't have got that second 15-inch Scare Glow. I should have waited and just got the one Scare Glow. I should have just got the one in green because I like that one in green better than anything. The one right here. And then the other one, I should have just not got that one. And then I could have just got the regular one. And it was the same price for the one that has all that stuff. I do like hockey. Yeah, I'm a homer. So, I'm a big Avalanche fan. We got the playoffs starting this weekend as well. So Nuggets and the Avalanche both start our playoffs this week. So, yes. Who you calling a pinhole? Yeah, I'm calling that Cobb. So, Nolan, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Whoa, hey, Ronnie, trick shot. Why, thank you, sir. It takes a long time to make something this ugly look handsome. I tell you. Yeah, Ronnie's here. What you talking about? Ronnie's always here. Ronnie's like one of my regulars, especially on the late night, because it's not late night where Ronnie's at. Ronnie's awesome. Zodak should have been paired with Dr. Fate. Probably. I don't know too much on the comic stuff, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. Let's see. Shoot that Zodak with some black light. Oh yeah. You know, I brought the damn black light downstairs because I made that sky. It's not a sky sled. It was a sky shit. I forgot. Not sky shit. Yurko made one of the vehicles for the Horde, and I printed it, and I hollowed out 2 of the pieces, and I always use that glow in the dark or that black light pen to cure the resin on the inside of that, and I forgot. There's Yurko right there. Look at. Speak of the devil. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Well, I printed out your, what is it? It's the sky thing that the Horde troopers drive around. I printed that, and I was telling him, he was saying to hit with the black light, and I brought the black light down because I had hollowed out the 2 larger parts so I can hit it with the pen and shoot that UV light in there so I could cure the inside of the resin. So I tell you what, Yurko, I'm focused, and I'm going to get it done. I'm going to focus. I'm not very focused. I am going to get that Filmation attack track printed if it kills me. I bought that FDM printer strictly for those large pieces and for that. And I'm going to print that thing. I can't wait to get that thing printed. No, I'm not, I mean right now, but it's only because nobody's jumped in. More general. Told to have more general bases to be able to pose the vehicles. Well, no, you're not late to the party. It's only been a half hour, Mikey. Well, I mean, yeah, but there's a lot of ways people could do the different bases for those. I mean, especially for the vehicles. The nice thing is that all the vehicles that I have, that especially lately, that you've made that are the smaller ones or the medium size, they fit the bases that come with Masters of the Universe stuff, with the Sky Sled, with the, that's the cool part about it, is I love that fits all of those. So that's the best part about it. Big Boss Toys, yeah, time to party. That's right. Yeah, welcome in, guys. Everybody, welcome in. 25, welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me right now. Yeah, this is nice. Are you still working, Mikey? Okay, no, you're not working. Okay, let me do that real quick, buddy. I haven't even gotten into my purchases because I'm so squirrel all over the place with everything. Mikey, where are you, Mikey? All right. 1 second, guys. Let me get that to. There you go, Mikey. Check her out there, sir. Let's see. For those who have many, it's easy, but some only have one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, and it's hard though, because I mean, even when you think about it, some of the stuff, depending on how they print it, if it's so big, if something is so large, then it's not going to matter about the base. That if you got something that goes in there that has any kind of trunk to it, now unless everything is printed FDM, if things are printed a little bit lighter, but with me, with the weight of it, like the collector that I printed, there's no way I could put that on a base. It's just too heavy. Just because I printed it solid. That was operator error. You learn, you live and learn. A lot of this stuff, if I don't hollow it out, it's going to be so heavy. Like the Crystal Castle, some of these pieces are not hollow, and it's heavy. It's super heavy. So that's why I need to start using my other printer so I could get more of a lighter feel to a lot of this stuff. What's up, Largo? Welcome in, sir. Sorry, I was all yapping there. Didn't even say hi to Largo. I like that they vac metaled him. I like that they gave him that nice shiny gold, which of course they should. That's what he's supposed to have. But I'll be honest with you. It's been lately. a lot of people, it's kind of almost like a hot take, right? Some people will agree with me, but I've been a lot more excited for the Masterverse lately. I don't know why. I've kind of started. It's funny because when you collect things for a certain amount of time, and I have both. I've been very loyal to both lines. I've been getting freaking all of it, but recently I've been more excited, and I just have. It's just a different feel when I get a Masterverse than when I've been getting the Origin stuff and with the cartoon collection and stuff. Granted, that's going to change when I get a Frosta coming in a couple of days, because that Frosta looks great. And so I got the Frosta, the Buzz Off, and the clear, semi-clear Skeletor coming. So those will be here for Origins in the next few days, because I did have those. They jumped into the pile of loot yesterday, and so I had them sent this morning. Mikey! What's up, brother?
What's up?
What's going on, sir?
Not much, man. Just hanging out. Just got home.
There we go. Now it's a party.
Well, that's
There it is.
instantaneous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a party. So I didn't get to check out your video yet. Darn it, I got to look at your Mikey dropped a video with his blade.
Yeah, I just saw it when I went to look for the link.
My thumbnail, I guess, is a little clickbaitish, so I apologize. I didn't realize it would come off like I was gonna open it.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what
that
are we
thing's
gonna
signed.
open it?
Shit.
A few people were like, "Oh, you're opening it?" I'm like, "No, I'm not opening it. I have it in hand."
Yeah, it's not an open review. It's a look at my
Yeah,
box.
it doesn't say unboxing. It just says in hand.
Yeah. Well, and it's
I'm
cool
not-
to see because you're showing off the autograph and all that good stuff. So,
Right. I was gonna check and see where we're at.
Oh, Big Boss. Yes, I agree with you. That second head is great. I agree. And I've actually had a few custom prints that have been made, and I think it was RBL 3D or Rebel 3D, however you want to say. He did a really good version of that. Also, I've had a couple prints of that head before. It's really, that's a good looking secondary head. Thanos Copter, what's up? Welcome, sir.
Thanos, jump in here. We're at,
Yeah.
So I'm at 23 views in 4 hours.
The clubhouse,
Yeah.
the clubhouse chat's got the link, guys. If you guys want to. Kenzo, I got one Motu He-Man 7-inch Masterverse Jobby. Now I need Roboto because I had him when I was a kid. Do you have the Masterverse Roboto? Yes. There's two. The more recent one is really good. The one Cobb's showing off right now. Let me put Cobb on big right here.
I'm in a different room. I'm sure you can tell. I didn't get robbed. I'm just didn't.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, what the heck? Yeah. So the new Roboto, they kind of say that like Skeletor took over and reprogrammed him, so they actually have like a skull face under the mask. But
Yeah,
it is.
I couldn't
it
get my
looks
helmet
so
off
good.
that easy.
And
like
show
you
them
said.
how it rotates on the back. So it has the little knob where you can spin the gears, just like the kid one. You don't twist the waist, but it does spin like
Yeah.
that. So
It really spin free too, man. That too.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
that is awesome. So Ronnie, that would be the one I'd recommend for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's freaking cool. I know you're just talking about that Zodak, man. I was just showing him off too with Allison when we finished up. I was like, I really love him now. That
I didn't know he glowed in the dark.
I know. That's exactly when I turned on your stream right now. You had him up to the screen. I was like, oh damn, that close. It was like a Evil End's orb.
Yeah,
They didn't tell you about that either.
that's crazy.
But he's
I
just
don't know why
wicked.
they wouldn't do that. Didn't tell us about that.
And having his gun that's actually angled at the handle instead of that straight L7.
Is it so? I was gonna say I didn't realize. So it was supposed to be all janky like that, huh? Jacker's curve.
No, not that one. I just mean like how the one for the new Eternia is just the handle goes straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks
Okay.
Looks like a toy gun kind of.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's so much better. It fits in his hand. Looks like he's actually squeezing a trigger now.
You can file the laser.
Mm-hmm.
Laser beams.
That's a fancy looking microphone, Mikey. It is. It is really fancy. MCR's telling you how fancy your
Thanks.
mic looks, dude. That's a really nice setup. Hey,
Still
that
don't know.
means
Until I kick it and then it starts making weird noises.
Still don't even know what that thing's for. The circle that goes in front. I got one for mine. I haven't put it on.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. It was only like I think it was like $60. It wasn't crazy expensive. If you go on Amazon,
I think it's
I
supposed
just
to
mean the
diffuse
circle
like
that hangs over the front.
I think it diffuses
this
like
is
the
supposed to be-
echo or something, right?
yeah, it's supposed to. So like when I say my P's and stuff, and I pop, it's supposed to prevent it from like crackling.
I don't care. Rah. No.
No, I have one. I just never put it on there because I'm like, I don't know what the hell this is for.
Yes, Largo, I agree. It does look really good. It is good. That one faceplate still looks like his tongue is sticking out. You know what's funny is I always thought it kind of reminded me of like a train, like an old steam engine train with that mouth of the Roboto. Because it comes out like that. It looks like a freaking train front. Dude.
I was gonna show you guys. So I did that trade for my Magic the Gathering cards. I got this in the trade.
Oh,
right,
man!
How pretty is that?
That's a beaut, dude.
And it's still got.
Sorry, I didn't get you up there first.
Oh.
Damn. What is that? 82, 83?
That's a good question.
Or 84? 83?
83.
84.
84. That's pretty, man.
This is like Toys R Us fresh, like literally never used.
And just for some Magic cards, huh?
That. Well, and then I got a bunch of comics. I got a vintage blade, but he forgot to put it in there, so that's on its way.
Oh,
but check these guys out. Look at this.
Okay, what you got? What?
Ooh. Look at my face, man.
That's janky. I love it.
That looks like my ex's mom.
That's just the beginning. Look at this guy.
Oh, the eyes.
Oh, I've seen him before, yeah.
And he's got the shield on the back.
Wow. That's one of the best paint jobs ever. Hello, Allison.
Hello.
Hey, Allison. Here's probably my favorite of the bunch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Pink Orko.
Porco.
So,
Does he have little fisto fists?
Yeah, just he's got Fisto's fist on.
Oh, that's great.
On the pinky.
Oh, that's freaking awesome, man.
Are we doing fancy Mike? Mike?
yeah, bring it out.
So the problem with all these people on the internet is everyone has an opinion, but most of them are stupid.
What's up with all the peanuts in the plains? Oh, no.
That's about as good as that goes on.
Why do we park on the driveway? I mean, why do we park in a driveway and then drive on a parkway?
Park on the... Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
You can be overwhelmed and you can be underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed?
Whelmed?
I'm always whelmed. That's kind of... That's the story of my existence. I am whelmed. I just had a question.
I'm not a hot take. Sorry.
I pulled it up and I didn't answer. It doesn't have the heart, but it has the gears and it does rotate. His Cobb's in a dungeon, so you couldn't really see. So, but yes, they do rotate around. Yeah.
This was the other part of the trade.
Oh, there was. Well, wait, it gets worse or better.
Cool.
Damn. What year are those? Are those all early 80s?
These are
6.
Yeah, this is the Star Comics. So this is when Marvel had it, which I believe is after DC, right? So
it was after
85. It says on the back 85.
Ooh, I got it right.
Hell yeah, that's all right.
The Mosquitor in later issues is ridiculous. It is, of course, though, where that extra Mosquitor head came from in Origins.
Mosquitor.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we even had that.
Tub Time was the demise of many a cool toy back in the day, except Merman. Yeah, Merman made it through, right? He was all right. Looks like the Enterprise. That's funny. Pre-order Frosted came in. You already got his. See, I waited too long, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was still in my sitting in my pile of loot, so I had it sent out early.
Well, no, because mine just came like 2 days ago too in my pile of loot. So
Yeah, mine just showed up this week.
yeah, so I know I've seen a few people got theirs in hand already. I was like, oh damn! I thought we all
So
got.
I haven't got my
time.
effing Catra Big Bad Toy Store. What the
That-
fuck is that shit?
That is completely unacceptable there.
I just
I
had
think-
something come through. What was that?
Extra Buzz Off and Invisible Skeletor hit the pile of loot because I guess I probably started ordering them at one point and left them in the cart. So when I did go back and order them, I got two
You
of
already
them.
had, yeah.
Yeah, Invisible
when I do that.
Skeletor, Buzz Off, and Frosta came through.
Yeah. I'm waiting
Yes,
for the
Largo,
process.
Allison, Sassy Pants is in the house. Oh, yeah. The knockoff, Steve says, is a pretty knockoff that you had there, Mikey.
Nice.
Yes,
Yes, He-Man.
Thanos, that's if you get bored, I know you're probably taking pictures or whatever, but it's in the group chat if you want the link. Hurricane Hordak is worth it just for the card back art and the alternative sketch head alone. Mattel keeps crushing it with the deluxe figures from the vintage line. Motu Tony, you are spot on, dude. Like
Yeah,
especially
that
the card art, man.
That extra head, I think I'm gonna probably throw on that sketchbook Hordak, and then maybe even give me a second one of those sketchbook series.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that head's gonna look rad on there because he's all spiky already, anyways. Yeah, throw that head on that body.
Yeah, put that Mohawk head on there.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't my best work, but it was fun.
It's a good paint job.
It runs, yeah.
I've
It
seen
runs.
worse.
Yeah, I've done worse. So, not lately, but I've done worse. Why do we park in the driveway and drive in the parkway? It's true, right?
Exactly, Christopher.
The
Exactly.
person who designed these knockoffs had talent.
What's the other one? Why we cook bacon and bake cookies?
Ooh.
There you go. Which storyline was better, DC or Marvel Motu?
I prefer DC.
I would prefer. I was gonna say DC got to it first. They actually made some of the lore. Like the first time we see Prince Adam is in DC. So yeah, DC for sure.
And they got to it before Filmation. I know a lot of people prefer Filmation, but I just like Filmation over pre-Filmation. And DC, like, we still have a goddess rather than a sorceress, and I don't know. I just prefer pre-Filmation Motu story. It's the same for Princess of Power. I prefer the first wave of mini comics in those first storybooks before it was all Filmationed out. I like sort of the darker, more fantasy elements, and it's way more sci-fi, I feel like, under Filmation.
Here you go, Allison. The collector had a question.
That's a good question.
That's pretty good. Clipper.
Funk that. F-U-N-K. Funk that.
What's up, Dave? Welcome,
That
in, sir.
Right from the 90s. Wait, I'm the oldest one here, I think. Never mind.
The weapons you can spin. Yeah, he has the little spinner on his arm as opposed to his back, like the vintage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can
I
spin.
think it's pretty cool. I like that.
Well, I, you know what I did, Big Boss. About 3 years ago, I did a terror track, and I did it with purple and green, and I had the skeleton. I did all the Skeletor little bat wing on there, and I made it all, and it looked really good. There was no funky colors, but this one I was like, wow, I might as well make one for the Horde. And it's an original vintage tack track. I just painted it. It's just a repaint. This was a Lovely Evil Horde. He had made this for a Hordak throne, so I put that on the front and on the back. But it's still, well, there you go.
There it goes.
Still runs. And I got it for really cheap because I was able to 3D print the battery cover. So a lot of the ones on eBay, if they run and they don't have a battery cover, they still sell them for very cheap. And then I have the file for it, for the actual cover. Like I didn't have to
The
make
miracles
it.
of 3D printing, man.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Dude, King Panther, I am very excited for that, dude. Like a lot of people are hating on the face sculpt of the next She-Ra coming, but I love it. I can't wait till all that stuff starts hitting.
It still may look different even when we get it too.
Frosticatra, let's go. Hell yeah. And even the ones that we already have. That Frosta that we got from the already, like that's a good looking Frosta.
Yeah, I like that one.
And
too,
the fact that her hair changes colors and all that stuff, that's cool, man.
Oh
yeah, I just changed her hair color. I haven't done it since I got her, but I swapped her out. I did that video. Her and her like really close in skin tone.
Oh yeah.
She looks pretty cool with that head on her. She looks like a blue-haired Xena warrior princess.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm honestly, like I said, if I get to that point where I'm no longer able to afford both lines, I'm just going to hit Masterverse from here on out. I'm going to go the way that everyone else would be like, what were you thinking? I like it. And what's funny is when they talk about value, perceived value, how many more figures for the Masterverse line have like completely shot up in value because of the crazy distribution, like that Skeletor, the Web Store, Prince Adam. Like there's so many in that line that just, I don't know. I just like the way they look. I don't know. I just like them.
I didn't know that new Eternia Skeletor was so hard to find. I was like, whoa, really?
Crazy. And of course I heard from Baker Battlecat. he's always on the hustle line. My favorite will always be the OG comic lore, MCR. And that's
the Mattel store. They had tons of this dude. There was a freaking bunch of him the other day. I picked up one for Oz, but man, they had probably like 10 of him.
And they're all half price, right? At that store.
Yeah. I went and got a couple extra. I got an extra one of him just because.
No,
like, no, there's something about that Mechanic. I was like, I'll use that armor or something.
Yeah, that armor's great.
Finally got
That's
my
the last wave, right? That came out with Mechanic.
Yeah.
Turtles of Grayskull.
Is it 7 or 6? Well, I found Wave 6 at Walmart. I don't know if you saw that. I saw it had Ninjor.
There's Clamp Champ.
Clamp Champ and them. That was
right.
Wave 6, and that was at Walmart the other night, which I was really surprised to see him in the wild finally.
Yeah.
Is it ketchup or
one of him too, because the mask broke on mine. That mask that's on him, like, it wasn't even taking it on and off. I just had him in a tote, and I went looking through stuff. I was like, oh man, it just stretched out. So I was like,
oh really? Oh, that's
give me an extra one of him.
That one I'm really excited for is the new one of the Ninjor. The Ninjor Masterverse is going to be so good.
God, he looks so freaking cool.
Speaking of masks, like that mask.
Oh, the new Eternia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks rad. Might get a couple in him.
Motu, DC Motu all day. They gave us Dispara. Motu Tony says.
That was like late. That was
one.
Way later down the line, but yeah.
Yeah, that's second wave DC.
Yeah.
No,
I mean in the 80s.
Thanks, Big Boss. And the one thing I was kind of questioning, and I still look at it kind of weird, is I wanted to do something with some kind of color. I know I wanted to keep it dark because it was the Horde, but the wheels, let's be honest, the wheels are like almost peppermint patty looking things, but I did silver and red. So, but I mean, if you're looking at it from the side, you can't even tell, but once you hit that front and you got that stripe there, it's, I don't know, just different, I guess. It's not always going to come out perfect, but it's good. I'll take it. Absolutely, Christopher. 3D printed the battery cover. I didn't design it. Somebody knew that same thing. They're like, hey, they knew it was a needed part because a lot of people lose them. So they put it out there. I think I bought it for $1.50 online.
That's
on
3D
cool. Cults 3D. So cheesiest Motu vehicle, Bashosaurus or Land Shark? What do you guys think?
Cheesiest? Between just those two?
Yeah, Dragon Walker not in there.
You're right.
That was pretty cheesy.
I don't know. I love both of
probably-
Land Shark.
I like both of those. I'd probably say Bashosaurus a little bit over Land Shark, I guess.
So going
Land Shark.
outside of that, just in general, what's the cheesiest, do you think?
I mean, Dragon Walker's pretty damn cheesy. Just the fact that it's
even
so
though I love
slow
it,
that you wait for that thing to flip around.
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
I was never a fan of like the stilt stalkers and the jet sled. Like I hated those. Those were so stupid.
Silk Stalkers was dumb. I never got the point of that one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty cheesy.
Is that how Leech was in Filmation? He doesn't have the top black straps. Just 2 straps on the bottom holding his emblem up.
I don't know.
It's always drawn here on the back. I'm like, is that how it was in the cartoon? He doesn't have like straps going right here and here. It looks crazy.
Maybe.
I don't. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look.
No, I'll have to Google it. I got my phone.
Yeah, pull it up. Why are people hating face sculpt on New Eternia? She resembles Melanie Britt. Everyone should love it. Gorgeous, in my opinion.
No,
It's because people suck.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
I thought it looked more like Charlotte Flair than.
I've seen a side by side of Taylor Swift too, and man, it looked just.
Taylor Swift.
You know what I thought of when I go ahead, Allison.
I'm just gonna. If you've looked at the original Noreen Porter design for She-Ra that they used to sculpt the figure, it looks like a cross between that and Melinda Britt. So it's like, it looks like they. And again, that's part of what New Eternia is supposed to be. Is like going back to the basics and doing a new take. It looks really close to her and that original design by Noreen.
I think more than anything, it's just there's no expression, kind of. Just she doesn't have like a smile or a smirk or anything.
It's always once you get it in hand. It's honestly what's funny is you know who when I first saw it, just first glance, my first thought was the Geller's mom that played the sorceress on the original movie. It looked like her while she was playing the sorceress, like a younger version of, I just remember her as Ross and Monica's mom from Friends. But
she was on St. Elsewhere.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember the show. I don't remember any of the actors in that one. I remember the theme song.
Also, it's good for, this is the one time I'm going to sound like a hater, but it's also really important for us to remember that Mattel, whenever they show us like the prototypes, whoever does the hand painting is not that great, and their toy photographer that does all of their photographs does not do the best job for those toys.
Well, they don't even have to set them up. Remember, they were setting shit up upside down, and
they had
so like there have been
Too Bad's asses on backwards.
Yeah, there have been a lot of them where it's like it looks. I mean, a lot of the Turtles and Grayskull stuff looked like garbage in their toy photography, but in hand they're pretty epic. So.
And then that's first early like Buzz Off. Remember the controversy? Buzz Off's face is like, did they do the brown? Did they not? It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, that's just bad pictures, bad posing. I could see it, Big Boss, but also I could see the same on Bolt, because how many people missed out on Duplico, or I guess it goes to the turtle line, but how many people missed out on that Merman, or there were certain figures that there was like that one wave that was hard to find of Masterverse, like
that
like
wave
Clamp
4 or 5.
Yeah, there's one little wave, but otherwise they've been pretty, except now with Skeletor, but I could see that though, depending on where you're at.
Say every line from Motu has like that one or two figures that it was just it's like trying to find gold.
Yeah. That's what they do on purpose, just to get everyone going.
So you got the 2022 New Eternia Beastman in the mail today from Amazon and didn't bother opening because his big old left foot was snapped.
Oh man, he's a great figure too. That is one Masterverse I actually do own.
Yeah,
the big Beastman. Yeah, he's cool.
I remember once the first time they had advertised that when it was like 9 inches tall. You're like, holy shit, that thing's huge. Yeah,
is that what he is? Wow.
Yeah, he's a big one, man.
Yeah, because he towers over the 7.5.
I guess so, huh, man?
And the pig was holding the foot.
Him and Too Bad too. Masterverse Too Bad.
Too Bad. I know.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Is he the first one we got? Did we get Beastman first or the Too Bad? I can't remember. So I just remember that Too Bad seeing him. I was like, God damn, that's freaking.
I think it was Beastman because he was the first one that kind of towered over, and then when we got the Too Bad, we are like, "Ooh, how big is it compared to the Beastman?" You know?
Yeah,
So, I mean,
that's right. I think we even talked about this.
and then Whiplash was
Whiplash.
the same way. Whiplash
was
is huge,
big, yeah.
but he's got that bend in the leg that's kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just bulky with the big legs and the tail.
Yeah.
Boss hates those legs.
Yeah, Collector, I could see that where they made him bigger, but they kind of compromised and left the pegs smaller. Like as far as like, they should have made those a little bigger too. I agree. In real life, you're not having a good day. Any of those vehicles hit you in real life, you're not having a good day. That's very true.
The Dragon Walker would be depressing there because you would see it coming and then not in time. Oh my
It's
god!
like the Austin Powers, just no.
Oh my god! It's swinging around.
They actually made a land shark, a real one, for the parade for the release of the Secret of the Sword movie. They had a parade down Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah,
there was a real land shark.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I've seen one since then too. Somebody working on a life-size one.
Yeah, someone like made a custom of there.
Yeah, I was like, geez, that was freaking crazy.
a lot better than those custom Tesla trucks people are making with like
God.
squares of what
Right.
foil. No, just joking.
Right, yeah, I saw an Instagram post a while
77.
back. It had nothing to do with like land shark, but it said land sharks. It was a black and white picture, and it had like a wheat field and just like shark fins in it. So I went in and I cut out a couple pictures of the land shark and made them in black and white and stuck them in the field too and reposted it.
Now that's the real land sharks.
Real land
If you
shark.
want a Cybertruck, just strap a go-kart motor to a dumpster and there you are.
Yeah.
There's one at the college I see every night.
Sorry.
I've seen a couple in Pueblo too, and it's just like, dude, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
One passed us the other day and I was laughing so hard I had to pull the car over. It's like,
Yeah,
I
my wife
can't
and I
drive.
I just don't know
Call
how
them
that's a flex.
dumpsters.
It's so ugly. I don't know how that's a flex at all. Like,
And then there was a green one, and I was like, "Oh, that's a recycle one."
Some e-waste.
don't throw your
e-waste.
trash in that one. Only recyclables. Yes, MCR. Monica was in the movie. Yes, she sure was. You had both of the Gellers there. They just needed Ross. He didn't show up. He was in a mask. No, he was one of the
Beastman.
bad guys. He was in. Yeah, he was one of the warriors in their little mask.
Oh yeah, but
See, neither one of you used to watch wrestling, you said either, huh?
I used to watch it when I was like probably from 2000 to 2002. I watched it, or 99 to
Oh,
2000.
you remember Lita? Picked her up today.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
She always had her underwear up over the. Yep.
Yeah, the figure in the front does. I was like, get her freaking butt singing out the back.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
funny.
WrestleMania is tomorrow, bro.
Is it? I haven't watched wrestling in so long.
I liked Lita.
I know I did too. And there's a really good face sculpt on her too. It looks really cool. And she got the women's belt. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick her up half off. Whatever she is.
Yeah, that's right. You
$11
get all that stuff half off. Man, that's nice.
Yeah, I'd watch wrestling in like the 80s all the way into the 90s, basically right around when Kenzo, like you said, like 2001, and then I
Yeah.
stopped. But
Up
then
to
when
the
COVID
Attitude Era?
happened,
Like the attitude.
yeah,
Era,
after the
or no?
Attitude, that was it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched Attitude Era. NWO, of course, that was great.
Yeah,
That was
that was good.
entertaining.
I did a little bit after Attitude, and then it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, but the
Once you
whole
don't have
ruthless
Stone Cold
aggression
and
or whatever.
DX and all that.
But then when COVID happened, there was no other sports to watch. I literally got sucked back in, and now and the fact that the pay-per-views are on Peacock and now I get them for free.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch. So
I haven't watched. Yeah, I still haven't.
got my
picked
male
it back
soap
up.
opera back.
There you go. Largo, I agree. That would be awesome to get a Black Star. Like, I still look on eBay every now and then to see if we can't pick up one of those dragons, but it's so expensive, man. God.
There's some really good prints out there. Doesn't Thanos have a Black Star Origins?
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about the dragon. His dragon.
Oh,
Yeah, I have that. I have the file for him too. Yeah.
yeah, it looks really cool.
Didn't who made the Black Star, the Marshall? That was Toy Ramen.
Ramen, yeah.
Ramen place.
Well, they
Oh,
did Brave Star. Brave Star.
Yeah.
Brave Star, Black Star, different.
Oh, Brave Star. Okay.
Yeah, Black Star.
That-
John Black
No,
Star
I
got
always do
that
that too.
Star Sword, and
Yeah.
he-
Yeah, I know.
I love the dragon. The way that Filmation drew that dragon, I just love the way it looked. It was kind of a cross between like a happy dragon and just a dragon that'll. It just has a cool face. I always like the face of that one. I don't know. Yes, collector. Good luck, man. Hopefully they send you a good one. Darn it. Did they let you keep the other one too? Because that's what Amazon's been doing with me. If I order something and it's come in bad, they say keep that and we'll send you another one or donate it. Like okay, whatever. Here's the random thought of the day. That would be awesome. Joe Exotic was something else. Talk about COVID.
With orange stripe.
Yeah, that was the height of COVID.
Ah, man.
That was
so
definitely-
weird. So weird.
Carol
Organized
Baskin.
garbage trucks.
Carol Baskins.
She's the devil.
What's funny though is when you actually look into it, Carol Baskin's actually the good guy and he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
And like we were all convinced that, and her husband has since been found. Like
Oh, has
he
he? I
actually
didn't know
was
that.
like hiding out somewhere in the Caribbean
Trying to get away.
and trying to get away with like tax evasion or something.
Oh, Tony said he misunderstood the question. During the 80s, he would still choose DC over Marvel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have to send it back? Oh, that's bullshit. That sucks. You know what? Send you something broken. They shouldn't make you, I don't know, whatever. But at least you can drop it off at places now. You could just go like, I think I could go to Staples or there's
UPS store.
UPS store.
Kohl's.
Ross even does it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think
Yep,
so.
some of the Rosses.
I like the Tim the Toolman Taylor built. The riding lawnmower. Tool time. I didn't see which one he built, but I'm sure it was pretty extravagant.
He usually does pretty extravagant stuff.
And he did that show, and well, he's from Colorado. That Last Man Standing show he did that's based on Colorado. What you got?
I didn't think they'd go full Lita, but this guy Randy's showing.
That's a good looking figure.
I know she looks really good, man. The face sculpt on her is freaking cool. I was like, man, I don't even collect wrestlers or anything, but I was like, I love Lita, and I was like, you know what? She looks really good.
Next time you go down there, I might have you try to grab one.
Does
if it's still there.
the peg work if you were to like take that head and put it on, I don't know, a Motu Origins figure, perhaps?
Origins or Masterverse? That's
Masterverse.
what I was wondering because I'm like, they're both Mattel. Ooh.
If we could bring back the dire wolf, we can do a green tiger. Surely, Jurassic Park all over again. We can do whatever we want, I guess.
You never asked.
Oh, Jesus.
Should
Did you just
we?
break her?
Thought so, yeah.
We
It was a
could
wild
do it,
snap.
but should we?
Yeah, exactly. You broke it,
It's
Cobb.
so reckless.
Oh man. So I stopped at Target and picked something up. You ready? You ready for this one?
Sure. Aw.
Oh,
Elvira.
Commando Elvira.
That was one of my
Commando.
favorite movies. The year it came out.
got no underwear on? Going commando?
Wow.
How cool. I found it at Target of all places.
Huh. I almost got one of those regular ones because she's on sale on Big Bad Toy Store. The
Man,
red dress, I think.
how about that?
She-Hulk. $10.
Ooh,
$10 at
Ooh.
Ross.
that's good, yeah.
I already have one, but I can't pass up another one of these. I did order the one in the Fantastic Four outfit, I guess, but that one has a different head sculpt and it's really good. That head sculpt is nice. And then Mikey's favorite toy line, Transformers.
Oh, yeah. Love Transformers. Love
But this is that blockies that who was talking about blockies last week? I forgot. Somebody was talking about getting blockies, and I was like, oh, then I saw it. It was $10 at Walmart.
Isn't Transformers the new toy line that collectors are switching to so that they can suddenly become more relevant than they've never been before?
Yes, and still
I think
not
you hit
really,
that spot on, Allison.
and still not be relevant. So they try to come back and reach out to your old friends to say I miss you,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
it's really awkward. So you just don't, you leave it, and you don't even read it. You just leave it on
You just leave
unread.
it unread. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
Definitely.
tracks.
yes, Beavis and Butthead also did, and so did Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher drove a lawnmower, and his girlfriend souped it up. Vicky Valancourt. Ooh, she souped that sucker up, man. And then she
Yeah, they were
stole
flying.
Lawrence Taylor's Porsche.
I grew up in a rural area, and you can tell by how I just said rural.
Oh.
And there was a family that didn't have a car, but they had a giant, one of those big riding lawnmowers, and they would drive that down to the local. It was regional, so but like a 7-Eleven, but it had gas because most states 7-Eleven has gas, not all of them. And they would, so you would, it would be after school, and we would all be going to the store to get, like, you know, because we didn't eat lunch at school. Because oh my god, you guys, it's so embarrassing. Let's go get Cool
Only
Ranch
on
Doritos
Fridays.
and Diet Dr. Pepper for lunch before we got home. Anyway, they would pull up in their tractor lawnmower beside us, and we just be like, oh my god, and they would jump down from it and go in and spend convenience store prices and come out with like 2 big bags of groceries and like drive off, and then you get stuck behind them going like 15 on a one-road highway.
Sometimes I don't really ever understand that. Like maybe because they're using their food stamps and they don't care. But a lot of times when people are buying from like Walgreens and like the corner store and have 3 big bags coming out of there, I'm like, dude, like Walmart is right down the road.
But right, we didn't have. There were grocery stores that were better, but I'm just like, I don't understand why you would buy the green ground beef here when you could go further and not hold me up after school, because I've got to get home to like call people so we can talk smack about what Brenda was wearing.
Damn Brenda, man,
fucking Brenda,
what a whore.
She was not. She was.
Oh no,
she made fun of the rest of us, and I was not at all. I was very prim and proper about that. But I could drink you under a table, but I was not fast. Not until college.
Not until college. Yeah. There's a
Sold
time
by
and place
third
for everything.
party.
It's called college.
It's college.
There's a couple things I've ordered on Amazon where they're like, "Oh, you want to return it? Well, that's a $7 fee or something like that." I'm like, "Come on."
Yeah, if it's broken, what the frick, man? Thanos!
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
What's up,
Hello,
Thanos?
Thanos.
How we doing?
This requires
Good.
Just talking shit.
Talking
Like
shit.
we
There
do.
it is. Was that what's the guy's name? Boo Boo Ju?
Boojaboo.
Yeah.
Boojaboo? Yeah,
Hell
he
yeah.
had a great head sculpt for that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Need
He did a Conan just recently.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
really good.
I need one of him in origin style though.
I got you. Let me know.
Yeah.
I can send you one. I got all the
I got
parts
you.
for him too. Well, I don't think I have all the parts. I at least have the head. I don't think there's any. Oh, and the sword, of course, the other side. But I don't know if there's anything else like an armor that might be out there soon. But that's the only thing he has out. It's same Boojaboo, but he has the head and just the sword. So, but I can send those parts to you though, for sure.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to do the armor.
You could find something that's close, right? I mean,
I got a
Okay.
The
whole
armor
lot
looks like
of so
not
It
Coldar,
is,
but
right?
the other one. Yeah, I was gonna say
Coldar.
Coldar you don't want to use, but
yeah.
what about the other one?
It's true.
The Mohawk guy. What's his name?
Oh,
Geldor.
Geldor.
Geldor. That armor might be close. Maybe.
I thought I had him in here, but I think he's out in the other room.
I don't think so, Largo. I think AI is just gonna take us all out. There was a really, really terrible cheesy movie that I saw that had what's her name? The Jawbreaker girl.
Jawbreaker.
Nancy Reagan.
No, she was on Transformers, like the early Transformers. Had the big lips.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Oh.
She's an AI, and some guy gets her. She's supposed to be
yes.
like, so
On
bad. It's on Netflix. It's really bad. Don't watch it. So, but yeah, I think AI will just get us. He sprues all those tiny pieces you cannot mess up, not even once. Hate sprues.
Is that talking about the Transformers thing you had? Is that what that is?
Maybe. It's that.
That have a lot of tiny
blocky?
pieces?
Yeah, it is a lot of little pieces. I'm probably not gonna do it. I like the box. It was cool. It's all shiny and
Is it
stuff.
a model kit or?
Yeah, it's blockies. Somebody was talking about it in my show last week, and that's why I was like, "Ooh, I'll buy it." But it was only $10 but it's really small. I'll get rid of
That's
it.
what she said.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only $10.
yeah, it's only $10. Yeah, that's what I said. Only $10.
Only $10. What
Never
do you
had
gotta
the $10.
lose? It's only $10, man.
Todd CE made it. Yeah, came over.
Todd.
Welcome, Todd.
Okay. When you get to so accurate.
Dog these nuts.
Accurate, Steve. As I told, let me see if I can get this right. It's been a long. It's been like I graduated high school in the '90s, the early '90s. Wait, Brenda. Let's see if I can. You stuck up, sanctimonious, self-righteous, skanky little bitch. That was not a whore, but yeah.
That's awesome.
In the hallway in front of everybody, and she went, "Well, I've never, and you never will, bitch."
How about block these nuts? Yeah, buddy. After the apocalypse, I think Allison should lead the rebuilding of civilization. Survival.
Oh, I am totally down with that. I volunteer to be empress of everything.
You're like, you're out. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't make it.
You are the weakest link.
Well, here was my little accomplishment for the week. So Faker Battlecat sent me this so I could do a custom of the arrow that he sent me to turn into Swiftwind.
Nice.
I successfully scanned and printed it. Hooray! So I need to really start scanning parts so I could put them on those sites so I can start making money on this shit, man. Because I could scan anything, as long as it's not too complicated. Like this scanned pretty nice. So
yeah, that looks good.
So that's one. And then I made one a little smaller so I could try to put it on that other horse that I have that's like origin size.
And then that's it, man. You sell that thing for, what did it cost you? A couple bucks. So sell it for like $10.
Well, yeah, I mean,
$8.
Even if I put it up for $2 or $3 or something, and then but as long it's just kind of would be more like quantity than quality on these, and just say, hey, this is a scan. It's minimal work on the outside. Like I didn't do much cleanup there. You could see a little thing in the eye there. You can have to, but just put, you have to do your own little cleanup after, but it's as close as you're going to get with a good scan. Sell it for $3-4 and just put it all up on all those sites that sell them. Granted, I'm sure everybody will do the same thing and put it up on those sharing sites and only get to sell a few of them, but whatever, I guess. I'll get my use out of it. So talk to the left because you ain't right.
Exactly.
Oh, look, it's gotten colder as we sit here.
You've got
dang, it's snowing over there?
30 and snow. It was 90 a couple days ago, Mikey. Freaking crazy.
Let's see where I'm at here. Mostly cloudy, 55.
Jeez. I think
You're in
tomorrow
San
the high
Diego? I'm
40.
sorry. What did you do to have to live in San Diego? Is it like a punishment?
Give two of my kidneys.
Yeah.
Punishment? No, it's beautiful over here.
Is it? No, I don't remember San Diego being beautiful. I remember it being filled with like naval aspects. But
I mean, I guess, yeah, there's a lot of Navy people, but
the Marines or something.
Marine Corps depots here. There's
Colorado
definitely a lot of
Springs
military
is
here, but
yeah. Colorado Springs has the Air Force Academy. We've got a lot of military.
I've dated every branch of the military, and let me tell you, stay away.
Todd says it's the best place to live.
Well, I love that for you, Tom.
Piles?
Huh?
Any Colonel Carls?
Colonel Carl. To become
It
a
is very
colonel, you have
expensive
to
to
be
live.
good at your job, and there's no such thing as a Carl who's good at his job.
So it's always just
By the way, I picked up another one of these
Carl's
guys. They're
mediocre at best.
on sale on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
nice. That's the comic one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to look through that and do some customs based on those. There's a lot of cool, different variations of stuff to do customs with in those comics. So Aliencito made this one the other day, and I printed it out. Look how cool this armor is, and
Oh,
he has it like kind of thinner in the back, and it has a spot for a sword,
That's cool.
and it has the logo for an allergy, right? No, I think that's the same thing I have for my penicillin allergy, right?
What do you need penicillin for?
Well, I'm just allergic to it. When I was a
Oh,
kid,
got it.
when I got sick and I took it, I like broke out. There's the
It's the
solo
Thanos chill.
layout of the day. Screenshot.
Thanos and chill.
You're
That's
like
awesome.
the only person I know that has their own action figure.
Lucky.
Pretty cool.
That is awesome, dude.
It's like, why does that
I
couch
put
thing
that,
look like Cherry? Is that
It
Cherry
never gets old every time I see
from
it.
Pee Wee's
It's
Playhouse?
so perfect.
Oh, is that one of those
Jewelry box.
Hobby Lobby?
Oh, it's a jewelry. It looked like Cherry from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Some googly eyes on it, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, at Didi's they had a couple of these. They had like zebra striped ones. They had like a pink couch.
Damn it,
Pretty
I
cool.
went to Didi's today. I need to look for that next time. Yeah. Yeah, look, Dano's been hitting the gym.
You're at the register and they're like, "Oh, this is beautiful. Is it for your mom?" "No,
Yeah.
it's for my action figure."
Yeah, check me out on Wednesdays.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Check out Wednesday if you want to see it.
Yeah, Blonde Tila. You know what? As far as the deep dives that they've been doing, they should. I mean, why not, right? I mean,
Mhm.
do it. Do it.
I was
We
just
need
taking a
Ron
picture.
Tila. We need Mark Taylor Tila. We need Tila with the battleground booby
Oh.
thingies.
Yep.
We need
yeah.
movie
Joker eyes.
Tila.
Yeah, movie Tila.
Joker
I
eyes
can't
Tila.
believe it's Albada Tila. We need them all. All of them. Give me all
Movie
the
Tila.
Tila will be coming. She was
If
teased
I have-
on Blade's artwork. I'm sure she's.
If I have to get another Skeletor, I need some Tilas.
I agree.
You need the Revolution or Revelation. Which one is the
Oh, yeah.
second one?
the
Revolution.
Revolution
I
He-Man
need
and
like
Tila.
Tri-Sorceress. She's got a cat. She's got a dog. She's got it all.
Mhm.
Yeah, we definitely need.
I still want that damn Havoc Tila because that just looks badass and evil and all kinds of
Mhm.
cool. Like that big old ram horn, that just, I don't know, just badass. I think.
It's
So those wrestling ones don't pop on that Masterverse. The Masterverse has a bigger ball peg. Kind of fits on the Origins. Looks best probably on Sorceress because she has the longer neck. But other than that, it looks kind of funny.
Punk
Yeah, no.
says Leatherneck looks like Punk, and he keeps
It's
saying
way
that
too
everybody else
tall.
does, but he's the one that does it because he likes the
Mm.
attention. I don't
It's
see
too
it.
tall to look like him.
He says, I don't see it as he wears the cover. Come on, dude. Come on. We get it. Don't try to act humble because you don't know. how.
Everybody has. He's just mad because he looks like Mini-Me Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, there
We
you
got too
go.
much light over here, but looks
He
good
doesn't
on that
like
China
Sergeant
body.
Slaughter.
Yeah,
Skin
that's
tone matches.
the China, right?
Yeah,
WE of
looks
the
really
universe.
good on that.
Nice.
Matches up skin tone wise and stuff. Looks pretty cool.
I think I used China's arms for my my what is it? Sorceress Lin or not Sorceress Lin, the Cosmic Lin.
Oh yeah.
I just took her cape, so I gave my cartoon collection. She's way up there, but
The best on Lita though. This Lita looks freaking awesome. She
Way
looks
up
so
there.
good.
Here's
Oh yeah.
I used her arms,
Nice.
I think. That one was cool. Even though the legs don't articulate, because that's kind of the way he made it. It's just like a not posable, but everything else is Origins, and then of course Masterverse on top.
I was thinking the whole thing was Masterverse before?
No, it's origin size.
Okay.
So, and then I have the other head with the helmet on and the hair coming out.
Yeah, I have that head now on that Frosta body that I got for Masterverse. I was like, she'd make a cool one of
I
those.
use her on all that. I have her on the buff Evelyn, like the goddess Lyn.
Oh, yeah.
I put that head on her too. It's great.
Your freaking Frank's Red Hot. I put that bitch on everything.
To Todd's comment, it would also work with the Leatherneck head on a Black Series Tebow Ewok figure. I have a picture I made of that with Photoshop somewhere.
That's awesome.
I should find it. He did not like that picture. I don't know why. It was very talented of me to do it.
But yeah, he likes the one where he over exaggerated his forearms and made him look all weird, but bigger. So he liked that, right? So how about this one? So I found I found a Biggie Smalls head. I pulled his nose down to make it more pointy.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
No, the regular print did look like him, but I really made it because Kothos has that pointier nose.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the headdress and I merged it together with the head and pulled his nose down and gave him a little smirk, half smile.
That looks good, man. That
Kothos.
looks good. Now you got to use probably like an earthquake or typhoon body on that.
That's funny.
There you go.
That's hilarious. The Lorax, is that the Lorax there? Yeah. Oh, you already said that. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm happy I'm caught up. So there's a couple other pieces I printed. This was I guess it's like a Mythic Legions, but so look at this guy. And then he's got a hat. So this is the hat. And it fits
like
right on there.
Graph stuff.
That's cool looking. Yeah, dang.
Oh, let me pull it back a little. So you got his face, and then he's covered up by that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
What would he be considered? He's got the pointy ears. Is he an orc? Or what is he?
Yeah, probably.
Looks
Looks like an orc.
I think so, yeah.
And I think it's the one that he actually Brick did showed it off last Sunday for the artist that did it, because I was part of his Patreon for a while. And it's really good stuff. Like there's another one without the hat. Just with hair. He made some really cool stuff, but they're all Legion stuff, obviously, because it's got that big. Oh, and it has little ponytails. They got hair on the back coming out. I think
That's what I need is a unbeanied head with a ponytail for this guy.
You've ever thought about getting dreads?
No?
Nope. Who asked that? I
It
forgot.
was braid. I have braided my hair and had my hair braided a couple times, but
Gary Oldman and what was that damn movie in the 90s? True Romance or something like that.
oh yeah, true.
And he was the pimp.
Right.
The dreads.
God. You know,
somebody
Thanos.
asked Thanos that on a stream one night, and
I remember somebody did. Yeah.
I was lucky I was not on stream that night, because I would have gone full SJW. I don't think so, buddy.
No. Largo,
I
have a good
would
night,
never
sir.
do dreads.
Hey, Jim.
I mean,
should
my
help
hair's long basically because I don't have to do anything, right? Like I just
Right.
pull it back and there it's done. I don't have to
That's
like
why my hair's
cut it all the
short.
time.
I
I
don't
don't
do
have to worry
anything.
about it.
Yeah, but
It's either long or short. In between sucks.
Mullet looking perm. There you go. You know, Thanos,
Jerry
I don't
curl
know
that thing.
if you have an extra or if there's any moment where in between photos you want to be without it for about a week or so, you can send it my way. I can scan that sucker and send it right back to you, and we can print whatever you want if you want to do that. As long as, like I said,
Yeah, I
as
can
long
do
as it's not too Like the one that I had a hard time scanning was like the merman head, because it had that thing hanging off the top, and it kind of, when it was going around, it kept confusing. And it's probably my fault. I could probably figure out a way to do it, you know. Those regular heads scan really good. So, you know, if you ever want to, I can do that for you. Send it back. Oh shit!
I'll hit you up about it.
Oh,
The collector. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Well, and you know, I'll say it even if it's on a Friday night, that anytime from now till whoever's a member on my first show of May, we're going to do the big wheel spin, and one of my members is going to get a blind box. So if you are a member on my first Wednesday live, then I'm going to give a blind box away to somebody just on a wheel. We'll just do it. We'll do elimination or whatever, and we'll pick a winner from just my members. That'll be good. 87 movie Beastman. Yeah, that is a tough one to find. I heard that.
Oh yeah, that's another one too. Been there, yeah. Because he was just the Toy Channel exclusives, right? Like only Big Bad Toy Store in them.
Yeah. MCR, you know what? I need to learn a little bit more as far as just I've done. What's funny is I actually have done some stuff from scratch on like Mesh Mixer and just stuff like that. But Blender is very I need to learn how to work it. Like, because it is really kind of difficult to, once you figure out how to maneuver everything, it gets a little easier, but I need to learn. And I even have that Nomad sculpt on my iPad that's like pen draw. You use a pen and you can try to do it that way, but I'm just a slacker. I haven't learned it yet. Learning is hard for me. Squirrel. What's the deal? Face the wheel. Yeah. Evil Bay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I didn't get the Masterverse web store, which I kind of regret. But at the time, most of the Masterverse were coming and going to clearance, and I never had to worry about them. So I was like, I'll just pick them up when I see them in the store. Never saw them in the store.
He was reluctant because you're a Broncos collector. Who's your team?
And that's why I always say, when someone says they're a fan of a certain team, I said, well, where are you from? And if they're from that area, then I say, okay, I respect that, because if I moved out of state, I wouldn't change my team. So, you know, I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my team. And I only got one of those. Usually I end up trying to get two of everything, but I had only gotten one of the web stores, but I'm glad I did, because yeah, he's still, because I thought the collector was in Colorado too, but maybe he's a transplant.
Oh, Webster, the original one?
The Masterverse.
New Eternia?
New Eternia, yeah.
I think I got that one.
Yeah, I slacked.
And I opened them up though. So
yeah, I did too. I opened him up. He's hanging on the wall.
Yeah, I got that guy.
He's a good looking one. I actually have a
Raiders. Oh, see this
since '86.
Hey, that's all good, man.
There you go. And that's too. I know I have a buddy that grew up in Colorado that has been a Niner fan his whole life. And it was because...
I mean, I'm originally from the Bay Area, so I should technically be a Raiders fan. My dad's a Raiders fan. Or a Niners fan.
Yep, here you go, Mikey. Miami Dolphins.
Very random. I've been to Miami all once in my life, and I'm a Dolphins fan.
Oh, collectors in Connecticut. Okay. Well, and I was thinking, my buddy that I used to work with, his grandpa... They went on vacation. His grandpa took him to a Niners game, and that's it. He was real close to his grandpa. His grandpa liked the Niners, so he was a Niner fan his whole life. And that's just, sometimes that's all it takes, you know. But.
Oh, yeah. My brother my mom's side of the family is in Texas, and obviously in the 90s the Cowboys were killing it, and then they just kept sending him merchandise every Christmas, every birthday, and like literally just bombarded him with enough merchandise to where he started to like the team.
Oh God!
And now he's a Cowboys fan.
I have an ex who's a fan of the Cowboys. He likes things that lose though. So.
Yeah, exactly. Now I just make fun of my brother because I'm like, oh yeah, when was the last time you guys won? 30 years ago. And he's like, when was the last time you guys won?
Yeah, last time we talked, he said something like this. He was talking about not sports, and he was like, it's very disappointing. I'm like, but you're a Cowboys fan, so you're used to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did not appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, Thanos, that's another thing I could probably hook you up with is I don't think it's Love Leave a Horde. There was another person that does a lot of the stuff on Cults 3D. He actually made a full kit of stuff that fits on like any Masterverse buck, but it's the head, it's the armor, it's the leg, everything. It's for web store except the gun, but it's a whole web store kit, and it's really good, like really accurate. So if you ever want to make one, I know it's not the same, but you know.
We'll see. I'm not worried about it. It's just one of the figures I thought looked cool that I didn't pick up. But I was basically like, I'll just wait until I see it, because at that point I was seeing Masterverse regularly.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say if it gets to the point, I would sell you mine because I don't collect Masterverse.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Are you gonna sell all of your Masterverse and throw all in for Transformers?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Cool Bronco moment though. I got to watch in person Elway's last game, Super Bowl victory. I was talking, wow, dude, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's because that was one of those games that they said was Schlereth was getting interviewed for, and he's like, that was a game that had nothing we were not happy about at all because we were supposed to blow them out. If we didn't blow them out, it was the biggest upset in history. But if we won, good for you. You were supposed to, you know, and that was kind of like, but they did. So, dude, Terrell Davis was at his height of just being the fucking man. So that was pretty good. That is cool. That is cool. That is a really good moment there. The only one that would have been better was beating the Packers.
Ram Pants Man.
Because with Build-A-Figure Dusty Rhodes.
Oh my God.
And it fits on, it's got the same like attachment. It's on like the bigger book, like on Andre the Giant, and then on that Ram Man. I thought that Ram Man.
Dude, that is the funniest kit bash ever.
Oh damn!
I'm back. That's
it looks even funnier on Andre. I was in my room messing around because Andre's real fluff up on top, and little skinny legs.
That's hilarious. Oh, you know what I did end up having? I forgot. I gave one to my son's mom because she likes little cute things, but I got one for myself too. Did you guys see that one? The baby Fuggler, they're selling for like $3 at Walmart. And
you're obsessed, huh?
No, I just have a problem, and I'm like, oh, cool, I'll buy it.
It looks like my ex's baby.
Look, it has a little
except
diaper on.
Cute.
Got those real teeth,
and it's got all
baby
of
teeth in there.
So there you go. If you've never seen a baby with dentures, I don't recommend it. It's good.
Didn't they do somebody do like a Photoshop of all that? Dogs with dentures and babies with dentures? I think I've seen something like that. And
I mean, the kid's like 17 now, but still.
Mikey's favorite guy, I don't know who this is. Kenny Omega.
Chris Jericho. I don't watch. Is that Chris Jericho? No, it's not Chris Jericho. I don't know.
Kenny Omega, I know that name.
Kenny Omega. He was at Ross.
I don't watch AEW. That's AEW. I don't watch.
I know a lot of the names because I watch Kevin Nash's podcast.
I just bought it because it was $4.
I know Chris Jericho though, because Chris Jericho used to be in WWF.
Oh,
so like,
he's coming to Colorado Springs. Fozzy. They're coming to play.
His band.
Like next month or this month, he's coming to Colorado Springs. Ooh, look at this guy. Yeehaw!
I got this wrestler, but I bought him because he came with like a bunch of cups. This is the only reason I got him. He was cheap at Ross, and he had like cool accessories.
I think I saw him today, but the only reason I bought him was because he had a belt. I was like, oh, he's got a belt and a jacket.
He has like a couple of like clear, like almost like the solo cups, and then he had like a couple beers and beer koozies.
Oh,
So I was like,
Nice.
Oh,
pick them up.
cups. I
Is
thought
that
you said
another
cups.
AEW guy?
Yeah, if you saw the Kool-Aid Man shot I did, the cup that like the Kool-Aid's like spilling out of was
yeah.
one of the cups he came
That's
with.
when he hit. Oh, that's cool. A local Target had Masterverse New Eternia, Triclops, and King Keldor since January. Yeah, they're all over.
And they'll have, I was gonna say, and they'll have them through summer until they finally put them on clearance.
Yeah.
Then they'll put
Yeah,
them on
there it is.
clearance. They'll all disappear, and then there'll be those 5 dudes who are like, "Oh my god!" And then they'll drive the prices up,
Mhm.
and we'll all be like, "You chuckleheads, go back to collecting Transformers, you douche." Oh wait,
G.I.
I'm
Jet
sorry,
Man, I was
that-
5
that's just
when
the
that
one
happened.
guy.
So,
Just the one.
Casual Ram Man.
It's been
That's your
40
guy.
years.
Casual Ram Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are on-
weird. They're
on
weird.
off.
They kind of give me. Mikey gives me shit because I bought a SpongeBob and a Patrick one, and then I bought a Batman and a
Ninja
Superman one because apparently they're getting licensed for all this shit. And then that little one is just my kid liked them, so I mean I'm gonna give that little one to my son anyway. So
You got all 4 turtles too, didn't you?
yes, I got all 4 turtles also. Yes. Matter of fact, I got Michelangelo right here. He's handsome. And they all have buttons on their butts. What does this one look like, Allison? Is this related to any of your exes?
No,
Too many teeth?
too many teeth, and it looks like it can hold a sentence together. It's probably also never been arrested for public ugliness. So, ma'am, you can't go outside with that face like that.
We need to convince Oz to open up subscriptions. He seems to believe that he needs some kind of member perks. I don't need no stinking perks. I just
You don't need
No.
no stinking badges.
and I kind of felt kind of the same way when I did mine. That's why I was like, it's same thing with super chats. Like you don't want to push them and you don't want to be like, hey, give me money. But I thought, hey, how cool would it be if I wanted to add it in there, but I can offer something back. Like I can give a mystery box, blind box of 3D printed parts. And if someone likes to do customs or wants to start doing customs, it's kind of a cool little get back, you know? Might not
I
work.
look at it as time. I look at it as time. Like you and Oz take the time to be on here and do all this. So the least I can do is support you that way. Is
That
you're being paid for your time in a sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
StreamYard is kind of shitty, expensive. That is one true
StreamYard,
thing.
it's expensive and it barely works. Congratulations to welcome to streaming.
Yeah. We're gonna ram one up your ass and not lube it up or anything. What was that?
Who's Kyle Peterson?
Apparently, he looks like this guy.
He's a YouTuber.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He does kind of, yeah.
he does kind of look like him. That's funny. He's the one that's always he does like all the videos where he does the same pose every time for his thumbnail, and he's sitting behind in front of the detolfs, and he's always like, he has long hair, I think, and a beard. I don't know.
Oh, that
He's a
bland
toy.
foreign guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a lot of subs, but yeah, he's really. I mean, everything's
I watched one of
exactly the
his
same.
videos one time. It helped me sleep.
Yeah, he'll put you to sleep. Recently got New Eternia Triclops for Amazon, like 15. Yeah, that's a good one. The New Eternia has that mixture of the comic book and the regular, and it gives you the extra head spinner. You know, it's the little face eye plate. Nice. A face only a mother could love if she was in the psych ward. Yes. Allison can tell you about that as well.
It's
Some
true.
people she knows.
Yeah. Accurate.
I guess I have those prints. I don't know. I didn't bring enough up. I was going to bring up some more. Oh, I did. I don't know why. I did get it because I didn't have
Red
two of
Sonja?
those, but I did pick up those two also.
Nice. Oh, you
The
picked up
Ninjor.
another.
The Ninja's
Ninjor?
great. Oh, let me see. Is that the new one, Thanos?
Yeah. So I'm not really buying anything right now, but I had this paid for like a while. It came in. I haven't opened her yet.
Nice.
I'll probably open her up tomorrow.
I have the
Yeah, I was
first
just-
one. How big of a difference? What big of a difference is that one from the one from before? Like, looks like the hair's brighter.
Yeah, it's definitely like lighter toned, different, take on the character artistically too. So I like how both of them look though. A lot of people
You're
were
talking about
saying
just
it's
the
not
two
very
different
good.
ones, the
I'm gonna
loose
open her up.
collector and that.
What's that?
Talking about the two different, the loose collector and then this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe they did one before this. I was like, hey man, I didn't know about that. Yeah, she's pretty cool. You're gonna like it, Thanos. Little loose. Some parts could tighten her up probably afterwards, but
I got the
I
loose
mean,
collector one
the
from.
chainmail bikini comes off, so I can use that on other bodies and stuff. So that'll be good.
Mm.
yeah. Yeah,
Then the truth
it's
comes
hard
out.
to keep everything on once you get clothes. Keep it like that.
Oh, you know that was gonna come out that way. You know, I don't think anybody had a question about that.
It was inevitable.
Yeah, this one was cool. I got this one last week. This was the one I haven't opened it yet, but that one's the Superior Iron Man
Superior.
for $6. It's the first Legends I'd seen there in a while. Besides, like I guess this isn't really a legend, is it? Yeah, I guess it is, huh? This is a Marvel comic.
Oh yeah.
It's funny that the big ones like this. So this one is $9.99, but the ones in just the same, everything's the same, but the box is just a little smaller, is $5.99. But it's because that little, I don't know why. It doesn't make much sense. But it's Ross. I don't care. They're still pretty good prices. But did you see this one, Thanos? I don't know if you had seen this one yet, but so it's the Commando. Elvira Commando. I saw that one. It was at Target. Looks good. She has bigger eyes than the other one that was at Walmart. And then she has that extra face. Instead of a different head, it's just a face.
Yeah, that's how the other one is too.
Is it?
Like a faceplate. Yeah.
The one I have is just the head. It's just an extra head. The one with the red dress.
I think it's a faceplate.
Oh, because I got two different heads on that one because I just opened it recently.
Yeah.
What the frick? What one is?
It's just the black version. It's the only one I have though.
Mine came with two separate heads. One winking and one. Maybe it's a different one though. That one I got was from Walmart and it's a small one. It said red, white, and blue, and maybe it's just a different one.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's all NECA, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Her boobs are dirty in this one. But they're supposed to be because she's Commando.
When you're a swashbuckling heroine of the golden days, your boobs are gonna get a little dirty. You're gonna be like the dirt line around Kid Rock's neck. It's just there.
God, that outfit he wore to the White House. What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. The fucking guy. Oh. Ooh.
Anyway,
Who that?
So I've had this toy since I worked
Anime.
at Game Crazy like 20 years ago, and I finally opened it up the other day. It's just been sitting in a box in the garage for a long time.
that's really cool. What is that?
Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I know Sephiroth from Smash Brothers. My kid plays Smash Brothers. I know him from that.
I played that. I watched that Final Fantasy CGI movie in the 2002 or whatever.
Hmm.
That's the only Final Fantasy I've ever watched or seen. So
Nice.
that's really cool, though.
That is cool. Look at that cape.
Some killer thighs on there.
Yeah. They got pretty long legs, and this restricts all movement of his arms.
Oh,
Really.
yeah. Looks like a fruit roll-up.
That's cool. I just I finally opened these up since I'm not buying anything. I was like, well, I want to open a toy.
Still got to scratch the itch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one I got from Wraith when he was getting rid of his stuff to go straight Warhammer.
Collector one.
And then
Wow.
here's the one that I have, Thanos. And it's just two different heads. Jesus.
Are you sure?
Don't
Nope.
break her.
Yeah, because I was cleaning up downstairs and I found the other head, and it's literally just her like regular smile, and then this is winking. But look at her hair coming around. It's like the face. Won't even be able to take it off. No, it's all one
that's
piece.
how this one is.
What the? Hang on. I mean, no, it's definitely it's definitely one piece. See. Yeah, there's no. I don't know why. This has to be a different style or something. I don't know. This
I don't know.
came
Maybe they
out.
just
This came out
the
from
red
somewhere.
And they made the red version. Yeah, she's pretty much the same. Like she's got her little dagger. It's on her belt here.
Her little drink with that blood coming out.
Yeah, it's green on the version I have.
That's weird that I got two heads and no face plate.
They might just changed it.
Yeah, and this was maybe they went cheaper on it because it's like the 4th of July one. Her top is coming off.
It
Saw
does that.
that Andre the Giant Afro, Kinzo.
Mm-hmm.
It's freaking amazing on that beast, man.
Oh my god,
It fits so perfect.
it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Looks like my ex's sister.
Oh my god, that looks like that reminds me of when Snake Eyes tries to disguise himself and puts on wigs and it's like still has that stupid fucking mask on. They're like,
Yeah,
oh.
she got a perm one time. Her facial structure, it was not
I forgot
complimentary.
all about this. It looks so funny on people.
Oh my
It's
god.
like Culture Club Snake Eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it was the 80s. That was just normal. We were just like, you saw shit like that at the mall, and you're just like, okay, whatever, fashion.
What is that? Is that an alien? Oh my god. Is that a mythic?
Oh yeah,
or a
that
Cosmic
was
Legion?
that other Afro.
Cosmic Legion.
That's totally
Yeah.
Extreme Roger from American Dad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Who is that from again?
It's the Dollar Tree has like little doll wig packs, and one of them.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh my
Afro.
god, I got those. I've got some of those for their little doll things.
That's
Oh my
freaking
God.
genius, man.
I bought a pack of those the other day when I was in there. Go figure.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything on? Oh, she's got. Mine has a little. Mine has a little underwear on a little brown underwear under mine. Is that? I don't know if he was talking about something not being.
That reminds me,
underneath.
I had a pair of underwear somewhere on that desk.
Oh,
Yours?
No. So I've been doing like Lookie spying on She-Ra. Like I have like a few different ones of that, and I was
Yeah.
gonna have him. 'Cause she's got the little dresser, and I was gonna have one of him sniffing her panties because something stupid I would do.
look, he's a little pervert,
Oh,
man.
man. Yeah.
I mean, he
I mean,
looks
just
at
think about it.
everything.
Did you find me? No, you little
I
asshole.
hope I don't find you, you little shit.
Hiding in your underwear drawer.
I've got a garbage disposal and not a single fuck to give you, little monster.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, I never
Guys,
liked
I'm gonna tap out here. I'm
Why?
I'm
later,
on the
Mikey.
West Coast. I'm earlier, but I gotta get up early, sort of
Yeah.
early. Just tired.
Well,
I have
right
to
on,
get up and
brother.
go buy some Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get up, go hunt those Transformers in the morning.
He wakes
I
up in
get
the
up
morning.
and play with
Park
everybody.
They don't
Mike
want
wakes
to
up
sound
and-
very good.
Mike gets out of bed and goes.
Literally.
Well, if anybody's in here that has not seen it, go check out Mikey's new video. He posted.
Yeah,
He has the new blade. He's the only person in the nation that has the blade.
That's
it's
not
signed
true.
by
There's
the
two others out there.
Yeah, they don't count. No, I'm sure.
I was gonna say, I think it's like a Barbie collector. I mean, they might show up on the Evil Bay, is my guess, because I don't think the Motu collectors, the other, no one else in the community at least has shown it that they've had it. So very interesting.
Yeah, I was like, I was seeing them. I forgot that there's two other people out there. I was like, oh, just Mikey.
Well, because they use
Definitely not
generic
that
names.
douchebag that was stealing your photos in that group. So
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Douchebag.
Fucking-
I was gonna say, how do I put the link? I was gonna put the link to my YouTube
Yeah.
in the chat.
Just share.
just
Go
put
to
my
your page
ad.
and share it, and then click copy, and then paste
Copy.
it down.
Yeah, copy and paste.
Copy, paste,
Copy paste.
mix, revenge.
Repeat.
Flip your thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
You're flipping nipper and nipper.
Mhm.
Something like that.
Something like that.
The collector is pulling the train into the station. You have a good night as well, my friend. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us on the
Yeah.
Insomniac night. Yes. Did you find it yet, Mikey? He looks confused. Okay, got it.
Yes, very confused.
Just kidding. Stop trying to confuse. You kick my dog, and now my dog need operation. I'm going to sue you. Did you ever hear that Jerky Boys skit? And kick my dog?
Nope, that definitely was not it.
All right,
What
guys,
did I
go to
just copy?
UCD one. NAOBU.
I literally clicked share channel and then it says copy channel ID. Clearly that was not it. There we go. Let's see if this works.
It's just your
Sorry.
bank.
I know
pen,
this
it's fine.
this
Yeah. it's just-
this microphone picks up all that every time I'm clicking. How about that? That work?
There you go.
Looks like it works.
That looks like a thing.
All right. So go over to Mikey's channel. Go subscribe.
Attorney
Or
and
like-
royalty on
yeah.
YouTube. You can find it.
And
Google
he's
it.
also on Instagram.
Google
Check
it.
him out.
Yeah, it's also on Instagram. I'm
Tony,
Attorney and royalty.
what's up, Tony?
All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll
Right.
Later, Mikey.
be in the
Night,
chat
Mikey.
probably tomorrow night.
See you
I
next
agree.
Tuesday.
Why do you get that? I don't
One
get that.
one piece forward, you get balloons. There you go.
I don't.
No.
Quit moving them
Only
around.
on my
Hold
iPhone.
still.
Are you?
Hold still. No?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man, it doesn't
Only
work.
on my iPhone.
I don't
I'm on
have
my iPad.
Oh,
Oh, see,
balloon.
because you're on an
Mine
iPad.
doesn't
That's
do that.
why.
Or no, I'm
You're-
sorry.
you're Apple.
My Apple
I have
Right.
nothing.
It's-
tablet. Or
You're on Apple though, right?
yeah, it only works with
That's
Apple.
why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Anyway.
All right. Later, guys.
Okay, see you, bud. Steve, if you're bored, I sent you a link.
Yeah, Steve.
I sent you a link at the beginning, Steve. If you're bored, I don't know if you're making a new figure or not, but yeah. Steph Curry.
I was working on a Dio earlier. It's the first time I've done that in a while. Making like a portal. I ran some lights through it, so it should, like,
Ooh.
when it's all done, it'll have like a inner lighting thing, and I was painting like a ring of it on the inside, and then maybe the outside.
Damn, attaboy. You've been doing. See, you've been making good with your time. You've been
been
having
doing well.
fun. You've been
I
doing a lot.
gotta
of it.
keep occupied. There's been a ton of stuff to do though. Like, I have about an acre out here, just in the back, and doing the front and the back, because our grass gets like 5-6 feet tall out here. So
Yeah. That's a fire danger, sir. You need to cut that shit down.
my yard caught fire. It was all cut down. It's still fucking burned all the way to the house.
What's up, Steve?
Yo, how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Fantastic. It's another fun-filled Friday night.
That's a lot of what do you call it? Alliteration.
A lot of alliteration.
Yeah.
A lot of F's. No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, I don't mind. I like to take this stuff. If I can just throw everything in a bag and take it out to my mom and dad's, because they got same thing. They have an extra acre off the house that is just, full of just it's not a lot of grass, but there's a lot of dirt hills and snake holes and all that other shit that would be kind of cool.
Perfect place to hide a body.
Yeah. Very true.
Just get a bunch of pigs. You don't have to hide it. You just chuck them in the pig bin.
That's
the Canadian way.
Yeah, that's what we do here every day.
Yeah. The pig farmer was up there.
They take care of the bones and everything, right? They just eat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, last one I had, there was just a little bit that I had to bury, and it was pretty good.
Pigs will eat anything. My ex's mom, she would cook and the pig would eat it.
Wow.
Even her stew.
Yeah.
That pig had no taste.
Oh god.
Even her cooking?
Even her cooking. Yeah, like she would make like sandwiches, pig would eat it.
Oh man.
That ain't
We
right.
use that horrible rye bread that tastes like ass. Nobody would touch it. That pig was like all over it. It was like a pig on shit, literally.
Wow. Yeah. Not
Never-
right.
No.
Never had
I
the
mean, I'm
right.
not saying she was a bad cook. I'm heavily implying it, but I'm not saying it.
I like red bread.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's awesome. Well, Steve, that was my my big pickup today. Was Walmart finally sent the second version of Zodak.
Oh, nice.
I had ordered him from the first time through their collector con when it first started, and then I went back and it still showed pre-order, but then it showed available to order. So of course I ordered it and left the other one on pre-order, and then it came in a couple days. So
Okay. Yeah.
Walmart doing Walmart shit. That's pretty much what they do.
They're so weird, man. You know, you pre-order and then they cancel it, and then it comes back up later for like a day, and then it's gone, and it's just weird.
I got lucky on mine because I was going through all my orders at Big Bad Toy Store, just seeing what I ordered everywhere, and I was on Walmart. I was like, oh yeah, they canceled my orders, and I just happened to click on Zodak. I was like, let me just click on see what it says, and it said delivery tomorrow. I was like, what the hell? I was there at the right time.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Got lucky on him.
Yeah, no shit.
I'd like them to do that to that. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name already. The guy that does the spinny thing that give you, what the hell's his name? The magic guy from G.I.
Oh,
Joe.
The Price is Right. The guy that spins.
Yeah, the spinny thing. Yeah. God, I'm so bad with names.
Crystal ball.
Crystal Meth.
Crystal Ball. Crystal Meth. Yes.
Yeah.
Crystal Meth. He's in Canyon City. He's about 30 miles west of me.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
I still got that King His from
Oh,
Charles and
fuck.
Grace call.
Puppy.
Oh, look at. He's like, pay attention to me, Dad, please.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
He's all like, Kenzo, it's time to bring this ship into the shore and throw away the oars forever.
Yep.
Love dogs.
They've been super attached since I've been going to work every day. They're like, cool, we're hanging out.
Yeah. Nice.
Jetman, have a good night, dude. Yeah, 3:30
Night.
out on the way East Coast.
All right, later.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter for sure.
I just did an Easter shot. What'd you think, Kyle?
I cannot wait to see it.
It's
Yeah.
good. Good stuff.
Yeah, is it gonna have Judy Hopps and have some kind of bad situation for her? No,
He has risen. That's all we.
it has risen into Judy
Another
Hopps.
shot.
Oh man,
That's gonna be great. It's good.
I guess I'll open up my AEW figure.
Open it.
Yeah.
AEW.
AEW.
What is that?
Kenny Omega. I don't know.
Wrestling.
All elite wrestling.
Wow.
$3.99 at Ross. There.
Okay.
Just bought him.
not bad.
I've got a figure from AEW or whatever. I forget what its name is, but I have one somewhere.
Yeah, that's one thing that my dog's the same way. Like after I was working at the prison, and during COVID it was bad because we were on mandatory 12s, and then even when we went back to 8s, it's like she would either she'd be by herself. She has a doggy door, so she can come and go as she pleases. But man, ever since when I got hurt, and she's just like, now she's used to me. Like now she's just like, if I leave, she's like, hey, I can go, right? Don't leave me here now.
What kind of dog?
She's a Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, nice. Cute.
She's a sweetheart, man.
Yeah, they're fun. I got a big old shepherd.
Oh man.
So she's always working. It's always like, what's going on?
Who I grew up on was Old English sheepdogs. My parents were just, my dad, they loved those, but they didn't live very long. You know, I mean, they're so big, and they, 6-7 years later, and maybe 8 if we're lucky. But, but they'd always get the pure. And back then, you thought getting a purebred was, no, you don't want to do that. You want to get a little mixture so you can kind of fight the things that one breed couldn't, and do a little bit. But
yeah, well, there's all sorts of cool nutrition that's coming out right now. I had one cat here that was paralyzed for 3 or 4 months, and the vets were screaming at me to put her down, right? And they're saying we're going to call the cops. We're going to have you arrested if you don't put this cat down. And instead, we decided to do a combo, a bit of prayer, and a whole bunch of nutrition. So we found this nutrition stuff. What the heck is it called? Hillary's blend. So what you do is you cook chicken, you blend in strawberries and blueberries, and then you blend in this powder. And it was amazing. So she was paralyzed for 3 or 4 months, laying on a pee pad, couldn't move her tail, couldn't close her eyes for like a week.
Oh God.
Yeah, like it was bad, right? But I really like this cat. Like I just had a really good cat die, and then we picked up this one, and it seemed like it was as good or better than that last. Like with cats, you get about 20, and you'll get like 1 star, right? The other ones are kind of dumb, but this one's like the star, And this one was like, holy shit, this one might be better than my star. So I'm not putting her down. Anyway, so 3 weeks later, she all of a sudden her tail twitches one day. It's like, holy cow, we haven't seen her tail twitch ever. Next day she gets up. Hasn't moved in 3 months, right?
Wow.
Gets up, starts walking, and by day 2 she was running. So there's these mush puppies, these mushroom blends and different stuff that you give to your dogs. Really, people have found that their dogs were supposed to be put down, and they end up living 3 or 4 more years after the vet says, no, you got to put it down now. Like it can't move and all this shit. They start feeding it this nutrition for their cats, their dogs, their animals recover and then live past their normal time span, right? Let's say a German Shepherd is 12 years. They'll live to 15, 16,
Even more than a normal healthy Yeah. That's cool, man. Well, and
What's
that's the thing is we find out that the food we give our dogs, it just ends up killing them. I mean, they talk about like that dry food that you get at the store, and you say, it turns right into sugar, and then you turn your dog diabetic because they're, eating that just as a normal meal, and it's
right.
That sucks, man. What's up, K-Dog?
It's like our food. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Our food's probably worse than theirs.
Yeah, a lot of dogs. You get some fast food and put it on the ground. The dog will sniff it and walk away. The dogs lick their own balls, but they're not gonna eat that shit. Oh, this figure is terrible. It's terrible for even $4. It's even terrible.
Wow.
But yeah, the belt is worth it, right?
Soft goods.
And I thought with her too, I was like, oh, you get the women's belt with it. That'll be cool.
Nice.
You got a jacket I could put on I got actually one of the ones I had that didn't have sleeves. I ended up putting it on one of my AWOC figures. It was just a blue jacket. It ended up looking pretty good on it. So
that's cool.
K-Dog, well, it's Saturday just because it barely passed, midnight not too long ago, but we're just doing the Friday Insomniac show over here on my channel.
Oh, good old Saturday, man.
You exaggerate certain traits. My cousin had German Shepherd that you could not even say hi to. Dog would get aggressive. Yeah, it's sometimes you know, I don't know. A lot of people say certain breeds, even if you try to bring them up right. But I think if you just depending if they had former owners that treated them a certain way, I mean, that's hard. Like Isabel was on death row. She was in a kill shelter, and her and a bunch of other dogs. And I think I've told the story 100 times, but my mom's best friend's daughter, she went to that kill shelter and picked up all of them, and she was taking them over to Western Slope to put them in a no-kill shelter. And on the way, she was like, "Hey, do you want to come? Maybe, you would just pay the same adoption fee to that person I'm bringing them to." And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." So I went and checked, and she was just, she was awesome. And she's been like the best dog I've ever had. So, and to think she was in line to get euthanized, like, God.
Yeah.
Those kill shelters are crap, dude. That just sucks, man.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, both my dogs were strays. One I found in the road while I was riding my bike. He just followed me out into the road, and nobody claimed him. They said he'd been running around the neighborhood for a couple weeks, so I just took him. I was actually right down the street from the vet, so I took him, got him his shots, and then took him home.
That's cool. And he couldn't be happier.
Yeah,
awesome.
He was skinny like a skeleton when I got him. Now he's fat and happy. So,
just like the rest of us.
What's up, dead man?
Hey, dead man.
Oh, yeah, that's good though, man. Like I said, I think, and like my mom, I feel bad because my mom's, they're both retired, and my mom she loves the dogs, but man, she's got 2 pugs and 2 Pomeranians, so yappers all over the place, but they're cute. They're cute. They only yap when you first walk in, and then they kind of calm down. But the 2 pugs are so big, and I'm like, Mom, you are feeding and loving them to death because they're loaves of bread. They're big, giant loaves of bread, and it's like, I feel bad because she loves them, and I go, Ma, you got to at least, I don't know, moderation. Stop doing this to them.
Yeah.
Like before, I had my Chihuahua. Like all my dogs, I would just leave a bowl, and they never got big. They would just, whatever. But I guess since he was a stray and starving, he just overeat. So I have to.
They never think they're gonna get another meal.
On regular walks.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, the good thing about pugs is if you can phone up some random stranger and just put the phone by the pug, it's you get that.
Yeah. Oh God. And and they snore. Like when I go my parents go on vacation, I usually stay over there to watch the dog because she has 2 birds too. She's got a eclectus and a African gray, like really beautiful birds. But so she has me go over there, and I stay the week there when they go on vacation, and I watch the dogs. And man, when they fall asleep, and they're sleeping everywhere, sprawled out on couches and stuff, and snoring louder than a human, like crazy. Those little pugs.
That's gross, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. And especially because, of course, they're overweight, so it's worse.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Isabel.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, so what's going on, Steve? What's the good word?
Just finishing up a new figure. So just putting in some final notes for it and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. We got a new design. Well, not new. We got Jesse Sandifer back. He's the guy that did Shadow Dragon and Jaguar. So he did 2 of our wave 1. And he's just knocking them out of the park. He's doing really well, moving fast. So I'm trying to keep up, trying to keep ahead.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have, right? Trying to keep up with because otherwise you're waiting and waiting and waiting, right? So.
Yeah. No, it is good.
This my little girl. This Isabel.
Nice.
Hi, honey.
That's a Jack Russell. Looks a little bit corgi, eh? Maybe it's just the coloring.
Yeah, the coloring, and well, of course, because she came from we didn't have any paperwork on her or anything. So that's kind of the closest that my guess as far as that goes. The first time I saw her, when I looked up and I did a Google search on it, the one that looked the most like it was like a Portuguese dog. It was like a Padango or something like that. Had the same ears, same color, and everything. But then when somebody was like, "Oh, is he a Jack Russell?" and then I checked, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's close too." But I'm sure she's mixed, but she might have some corgi in her also.
Well, speak to her in Portuguese and see what happens. Probably be like, "Oh, yeah, que pasa," and whatever else.
I
Just
don't
totally
know Portuguese. Do you know Portuguese? Huh? Oh yeah. He's like, talk to me more. I don't care. She's wagging her tail.
Yeah. Does any of this involve meat?
Yeah. Could I get some food? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. So maybe there's less of Jack. I don't know. Like I said, the first few years I thought it was that Padango dog. Padango.
Right.
But I don't know 100%. I'm not I know that when I did see Jack Russell on there, that the looks were pretty close. But yeah, she is very calm. She's not a very like aggressive or excitable. She's okay, but she's very calm though. She doesn't cause any trouble, huh? No, you don't. She's got her tail going.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't cause any trouble. Okay, go ahead, lay down. Oh God.
Yeah, when they're in that mood, it's if you ever want your shelves cleaned off, you can just pick them up and
go around.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Oh, so should I open my Elvira Commando?
Yeah. You got to do it.
I mean, yeah, I think she was part of that new Target haul-a-thon or some shit.
Hey, did you guys, like Elvira was always on late at night on Fox or whatever. Did you ever see Mad Frank, or was that just in my local area?
Mad Frank.
We didn't get that where I was in the South, so.
Okay.
But regional horror host is pretty common. Elvira is one of the few that went national.
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah, there he is.
Huh. He kind of looks familiar, but was he on? Oh no. What about Sven Gulli? Was he like close after that, or is he like the later version of it?
He was in New York market, but he also kind of hit big, so like he went beyond just New York.
Yeah, he was on that Me TV, I think, on the antenna. Like one of my antenna channels, he's on that like Sundays or something.
Nice.
We had the Baron, and he was basically the guy who owned the local mattress store, hosted the Saturday night show before Elvira. So it was just him like in a hat sitting in a room. It was like a top hat, and he had like a fake beard on.
Nice.
He picked some pretty good creepy movies though. He picked Burnt Offerings with Oliver Reed and Karen Black, which still to this day the chauffeur, the like hearse chauffeur guy, so creepy as fuck. So. Still creeps me out. I'll send a link in one of the chats so that you guys can understand how 8-year-old me stayed up too late, watched this, and was mortified and horrified forever.
No. That ain't good.
Have a good night, K-Dog.
Later, K-Dog.
Oh, that's funny. Well, she has the same. So I saw Jeff was complaining about something. Surprise, surprise, right?
Not Jeff.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Jeff.
He said if you watched and you enjoyed that new Daredevil movie, then I feel sorry for you. That movie was terrible, and just because there's a couple cool things that happen doesn't make it a good movie. It just means that a couple cool things happened in a terrible shit show of a movie or a show. And I was like, I think I have to watch it now. And I watched it since I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock yesterday morning.
If you want to guarantee I'm going to, 1, watch something, and 2, enjoy it, tell me that it's the worst thing you've ever seen. Yeah. And I'm stupid if I watch it and like it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking contrary bitch.
I'm in the middle of it. I got to a point where like I saw the Punisher guy in there, and like I don't I don't think it's that bad. I don't know.
Did you watch the original ones, the Netflix?
No, I'm only the only one I don't really
Yes.
keep up with that. I just thought
It's kind of a continuation of that, so a lot of
Is
people
he
there
in
just
chat right now
bet
saying
on
that,
the
or is that
Netflix one.
somewhere else?
Well, I like the guy that plays the Kingpin, the one that was Private Pile, the
Yeah.
one that was on Law and Order.
Criminal.
Yeah,
I
he's-
like him as an actor.
He's from the first one. I mean, it's just pretty much a continuation. He was in that too. He was freaking.
I don't
he's
mind it
perfect for
so far.
Kingpin.
I don't think it's that bad. I guess I'm stupid because I liked it.
Is he saying that
I
in
enjoyed
chat,
it. I
or is
watched
he
the whole
saying that
season.
somewhere else?
No,
Yeah.
he posted a video today on Instagram, I think.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was like,
We're good. Okay.
and I was like, I think I'll watch it now.
Yeah, it was pretty well done. The only thing I didn't like about Daredevil was when he crossed over into the She-Hulk series. I thought that was really poorly done there. But just Daredevil on his own, and then when he's with Punisher and all that stuff, I thought they did a really good job.
I agree. I liked She-Hulk, but I didn't like when he. I thought it because I felt like it messed with the tone of She-Hulk because
Yeah.
Daredevil is such a gritty guy. Like it's a grittier show, and it's like She-Hulk for me. I liked because it was like more of a farce, more satire. It was supposed to be a little tongue in cheek, and it
Right.
felt like when they brought him in, even though that's how they played him, it just felt a little off.
Totally
Right.
off. Yeah.
And
Just
that
'cause
was
they're
the only
lawyers
thing
or
I
what?
disliked about that She-Hulk.
Especially
show.
at the last episode where they just have him drop in. I was like,
Yeah, it didn't feel it
That
like
threw me
threw
way
the
off.
vibe off. So, but otherwise, I like She-Hulk. But yeah, that now that you mention it, that's exactly what it was that
Mm.
made me feel like, huh? Because I liked the original She-Hulk comic by Byrne, where it's like she was always breaking the fourth wall, and she was always it was always like satire and farce. Like I liked
Right.
when we didn't get that in comics. People think Daredevil created that. No, sir. It was John Byrne and She-Hulk.
Oh, you mean Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Deadpool. Those were good. I didn't like those movies though, but I don't read that comic.
There's Cecil Creep.
Or Cecil Creep in Nashville.
Nice.
Very good series, Mobland.
Mobland. I've heard about that.
Aw.
That's with what's his name? Pierce Bronson.
Bronson.
Is it?
I haven't seen it.
Nah, I don't watch TV really.
I've been watching a little more TV. I rewatched Battlestar Galactica. 'cause
Oh,
I had
nice.
time. Great show.
Yep.
And then I watched For All Mankind, which is done by the same guy, which was an amazing show.
Yep,
Yeah.
Steve, you were right.
Pierce Brosnan. Cool.
Well,
I have not seen one episode of like Battlestar Galactica or Doctor Who or all sorts. I'm so far behind.
Someone tried to get me to watch Doctor Who, and they're like, "This is a show that started in 1965," and I'm like, "But this show is from the 90s or something." They're like,
Right.
"Yeah, but this is the new one." I'm like, "No, we have to start at the beginning," and they're like, "But I don't have those." I'm like, "Then we're not watching this. Fuck off." I've got to start at the beginning. I don't care if it was a reboot or whatever. Like, we have
Yeah.
to start in the beginning. I need the continuity.
Yeah.
MCR was asking you not to mention She-Hulk, trying to forget
Talk
all.
to you later for that. You can plug your ears.
I actually enjoyed She-Hulk until the plot convenience at the end. Like I was enjoying the show, and then just the way they went about handling the storyline at the end felt.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
See, any of the shows that I watch with my kids, if they enjoy it, then I kind of enjoy it more.
I just finished rewatching Twin Peaks again.
Like Acolyte, that Star Wars show that everybody hated, and I was like, my kids liked it, and
I like
I liked
that
it
one.
too.
I
I just
enjoyed
don't
it
talk
too.
about it because I don't need 17 men telling me why I'm wrong for liking something.
Yeah, I know.
It's always the same 17 men who get mad when you don't want to date them. It's like, this is why nobody wants to date you, Carl. You don't let me have my own opinion. Sorry.
17 Carls.
Yeah, well, I've only dated. Well, they're not all Carls. Like some of them have different names, but they're all Carl. So it's like there were 3 of them named Carl, but they're all Carl. So not Coral, like in Walking Dead, but
Walking
Carl.
Dead. Coral.
I wanted to do a line. This one thing that I'm writing, this sort of kids series or whatever, kids cartoon series that I'm working on in the background. I wanted to do. He's going to have a toy that he plays with called Combat Carl. So it's sort of his GI Joe, and yeah, we'll see where that goes.
That's
Nice.
that's cool though. I like that for like GI Joe pastiche in your world. That's kind of cool. And I like stuff like that. I think that's cool when people, create, instead of using the real world thing, they make their own version of it.
Yeah, for sure.
You can
It's
make
called
a
world
combat
building.
Carl in Delta 17.
No.
Like just a little one for the. Oh man, how small that would have to be for a 3/4 scale to hold it.
That'd be funny.
Micro.
Micro.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's cool looking.
Yeah.
Combat Carl with
Okay, so let's you just. What makes her all commando? Just everything she comes with.
Okay, I need to open something. I feel left
Yeah,
out.
she
I'll be
has
right back.
she has a big weapon.
The
Oh,
BFG.
And then she has a book.
That's cool.
And then she has another knife, the same one that the other one that I have has.
Dang, that's a little.
Yeah.
Little shake, huh?
That's a
Little
get
blue
lost.
knife?
That's a get lost piece, right? But she's supposed to be
Okay.
a little dirtier, I guess. Well, her leggings are torn on purpose right here,
Okay.
and she's got dirt on her boobs. And
Pretty girl.
yeah, I guess that's it. Not much of a difference, and I guess just being in
Okay.
all black.
I didn't
And
know
maybe
she got
the smaller
camo
skirt.
or something else going for
It's
it.
like this one's got the really long skirt, and this one's got the short skirt. And the headband, the Rambo headband.
nice. She can join the Wolverines.
Her head swappable with anything like the ball peg or anything on that?
Yeah,
with
well, it's smaller. It doesn't really fit anything else because I tried
That's right.
with this one, but with this one, like Thanos was talking about, the one he has is that this one has the face off instead of doing another head. It just came with another face,
No.
which I think is a good idea for a lot of that stuff. And I really like that the Thundercats line did that for the Motu crossovers, because instead of having to worry about having, all the different, like just having a face swap on it, it's perfect. Like, I really like that idea. I don't know.
And popping heads back and forth. I'm gonna do all that.
Yeah. I mean, and they're going to have the same hairstyle mostly anyway for some of that stuff. So unless they're going to change it all together, like that's actually a really good idea to just have that faceplate kind of.
Yeah, might as well.
I don't know. So I think my next project, I really want to do that Filmation attack track, man, that Yurko made. So Yurko did that 3D print file, and Alphen Flicked has made it a couple times. He actually made one for Home Arcade, and then there was an update where he showed me the one that he printed. Like it has a couple of mechanical parts to it as well. Like it has the little line with the, I guess the little tow hitch kind of thing. But there's a couple different things on there. It obviously you have to push it to go, but the tracks run just like the attack track, and it looks perfect to the attack track on the cartoon. And it's big enough to fit the Origin, so it's huge. So I'll have to use my filament printer, but that's the one thing I want. That's my first print that I want to do with that filament, because I haven't even used it yet. It's the first time. I don't even have it completely set up yet, but I'm excited to do it. I really want to have that, because that's that thing. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's freaking cool, man. It's gonna be huge.
Just be on the floor.
Yep, have it next to the freaking Thunder Tank, right? That Thunder Tank's freaking huge.
Yeah, Super 7.
Here's my repaint of the attack track. I turned it into the Horde track.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
I just put it was just a straight repaint except for a couple of 3D printed parts that I found. And I just painted it, of course, black and silver and red. So
Nice.
Still works.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that wasn't much to that one, but I got to start making some more stuff. I sold some. I need to start putting some more stuff on eBay as well. Try to get some stuff sold. I can't believe I sold that faker that after a week. Put it on there for a week and I sold it.
Wow.
Sold a Mondo faker for double the price that I paid for it.
Yeah. Nice.
I was all, hell yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Well, I bought 2 of them. I knew I was going to buy one to keep and then one to maybe sell. And I figured no time but the present then to do it. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have extra money and you want to invest a bit, I mean, like that big dragon that Four Horsemen put out, if a person had some room on their credit card in a couple of years, that thing's probably going to be like $2,000 or something stupid.
Yeah. That's true. You ain't kidding. And you know what? I had done that when I did have the extra money. I did that with, and I was just going to keep it, but I did that with Battle Cat, the Mondo Battle Cat.
Oh yeah.
It was what, 500 when it first
Yep.
came out.
Yep.
Well, I bought it before I even got it. When I saw what it was going for on eBay, I was like, dude, I don't really need it. And it's going to take up a lot of room. So I posted up there and I sold it for $1,000 before it even got to me. So I was just shipped it to that guy.
Nice.
So it doubled it. And I was like, well, I didn't really need it. So
Yeah. Well, no, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. I mean, if people miss out, they miss out, whatever, and if they're willing to pay that much, they're willing to pay that much. That's just the market.
yeah. Well, and it's not like somebody was saying it was Sonny. Of course, Sonny's always got to, he told me, he's like, well, don't get into a habit with like gouging people. And it's like, well, no, because I'm not going to buy like 10 things off the shelf that you could have went to the store and got. I got it timed. They had it up for like 2 weeks or whatever. And you had you could have got it, but it came out the same time Eternia did. So some people were like, well, I have to get Eternia, so I can't get the cat.
Right.
And then later on they had enough to buy it for double, then okay. And the guy that I actually talked to him, the one that bought it, and we had conversation. I told him, of course, like it won't go to you until it comes in. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. That's great. And he was completely happy with it. So I'm like, I felt fine. My conscience was clear.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, we're already buying so many toys, and it's, you got to find a way to pay for them that makes sense.
And we know toys, like we know the value of these things. We see the market, we see what happens, and we hear the people going, oh my God, I can't find this. And you're like, ooh, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Like that merman I got on a Facebook group, and it was the Turtles of Grayskull, and it was before they found out that like Amazon Germany had them available for $60. But I had a bunch that I had ordered, and they were like, they're trying to find it. And I said, I have 2 of them, and I'll sell them to you for $80 shipped, which was about $50 less than what you could find them on eBay for. So, and
right.
Are you serious? And talking shit. But within 5 minutes, both of them were gone.
Yeah.
So I was like, talk all your shit you want. Somebody bought both of them, So,
yeah, right.
Like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, some people get all upset and whatever, but it's like, hey, if that's the market, that's the market, like whatever.
I don't ever buy anything with the intention of doing that, like maybe that faker one, maybe I said, well, I could pay for both of them with just one, and keep the one. But most of the time it's like I buy the stuff because I want it. If it ends up being that way and I sell it, then so be it,
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not that guy at the store buying all freaking the whole peg just so nobody else could get any and you could sell them all.
I'm not Flipper Frank.
Total different.
Speaking of, if anybody needs a Fisto, I'll give it to you for what I paid for that new one.
It's not like you sell an entire truck of Supergirls.
That's right. Huh?
That's so crazy.
Oh man.
I bet they thought they were stealing eggs.
Either way, both are valuable, right?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot harder to flip those Supergirls than it would be some eggs.
Yeah, it's like flipping that really rare diamond, right?
You know where
it's coming from.
Was
that
my Crystar?
Crystar? Oh, he's really cool.
Yeah, I got him. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've been holding
The
off
only
on
Marvel Legends I have, I had to get him.
The ROM's coming through pretty soon. BBPS actually just announced a thing was processed soon.
Who is?
Who?
The ROM Space Knight.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I think I got a little bit dumb. I think I ordered 2 of them for some reason.
When one's not enough.
Yeah, I just got so excited. I was a big ROM fan as a teenager. The comic was kind of terrible, but the character itself was amazing, right?
Yeah.
I just wish in that
I don't know.
comic.
I think it's cool they're making them though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm very excited about it.
How do you spell it? ROHM or ROHOM?
ROM.
Or just
ROM.
ROM. Okay, I was trying to get fancy here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
ROM Space Knight. Okay, let's check it out.
Space Knight of Galador.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Yeah, he's pretty
cool. That is really cool.
His upper thighs are a bit weird, though. I mean, let me check my little one here. Like I've got the little G.I. Joe one, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have as bulky of a upper thigh there.
No, he doesn't have those big flares or whatever that was. But he does have something.
I like that. That's a cool color scheme too. It's nice. It's got the silver with a little bit of red. It's just yeah, that's really cool. The black across the eyes.
Yep.
I like that.
He's kind of like Gort from The Day the Earth Stood Still. Gort. G-O-R-T. Gort.
Man, I'm far behind on all this. I'm like I always say I'm not a proper geek.
Oh, I'm not at all. Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, he does look like that, especially the eyes, like right across the face, like that. Yeah, definitely looks like him. But yeah, this ROM's pretty cool. Comes with it comes with his comic.
That's cool.
Yeah, the whole wave came with comic books, which I think is cool, just because I can have like comic books like on coffee tables and stuff in the background of shots. And
yeah, that's cool.
People said it was stupid, Thanos. How dare you like it?
You know what? I like a lot of things that people say are stupid, so it's all right.
Same. Hence, at least 4 of my exes.
Yeah.
I did get that Wolverine that's on the back of this box right here. That's the one I found at GameStop the other day.
Nice.
He came
That's
with
the brown?
Yeah. I think maybe it's not. No, it's not that one.
That's
the one
his
I got
son in that wave.
The one I got was the Secret Wars. That's the one I got with brown, but it's like a lighter brown, almost like a red. It's a little different. The ones I got that have that darker brown is the CT toys, the knockoff.
Oh yeah,
from AliExpress.
Yeah. Nice.
Was that the Marvel Legend you were holding up? Is that the clear one, Allison?
It's got something from the Void in them, like whatever the Void is. Like these translucent tarantula legs or something.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm gonna use those for a custom, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Void was, Bob Reynolds, the Sentry. He is the world's greatest superhero, apparently, but he's also the world's greatest supervillain because he's schizophrenic.
Oh.
And he manifests this thing called the Void.
Interesting. I'm more of a DC gal than I am.
Oh yeah. Oh, fair enough.
Marvel. But that's cool. And these will be cool. I'll use them for some sort of Mode 2 custom.
Holy cow! There you go, Thanos.
Oh.
Damn!
Wow! Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Yeah, you went and bought everything. That's right.
Damn!
It's like that cool. It's like cool translucent plastic. So
yeah, I got like the arms. I think laying around.
He looks like he's all toasted from the inside out, right? That's so cool.
Wow, that's a good Sentry.
So here's this entry. So it's
Yeah.
like
Crazy is
the
now I'm
good
Okay, so
side and the bad
okay,
side.
so he's like one of the he's Superman. Whenever they did the
Yeah,
package,
yeah.
Like Marvel Superman kind
he's
of.
actually gonna be in like this new movie coming out.
yeah, like because they in the 70s DC did Silver Sorceress, Blue Jay, um Johnny Be Quick, and they changed his name a couple times. Blue one Gina, I think was his name, and then like and that was like the Avengers, and then over in the Avengers they did the Power Princess Century and I don't know whatever the Batman one was.
Yeah,
But
Power Princess,
basically the
that's one
writers were
too.
friends and they couldn't do a proper DC Marvel crossover, so they made
Oh.
up characters.
Huh.
Silver Sorceress was cool until they killed her. Stupid DC.
Oh, damn it, DC.
Yeah.
Always killing people.
Yep.
Bastards. Them
Yeah,
and
let
Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith killed everybody too. He hurt a bunch of man babies' feelings on that one.
Oh yeah. How dare you?
My roommate and one of my friends were just complaining about Clerks 3 earlier today, actually.
Did he kill somebody? I need to watch Clerks 3.
Oh, spoiler.
I was just excited though in Clerks 2 because there was this year where I was like, all right, guys, whenever somebody does something stupid, we're going to be like, you're total clown shoes. And then they used it in Clerks 2. And I'm like, I bet that party I was at in LA where I kept trying to make clown shoes happen.
That was like your
Kevin
best.
Smith heard it and thought that's what the hip people were saying. And I don't know if he was at the party, but
I like the story that about when you told those people at the bar about moving somewhere else because they had what
yes.
was it? The
Okay, so
cheese?
when I
Or
lived in
what was it?
Portland, we had this horrible time. Well, it's still like that's why we don't live in Portland anymore. So people from other places that suck were moving to Portland and gentrifying it in the wrong way and driving the prices up and everything. And so when I would go to and I was just having a hard time affording rent, much less being able to buy anything. So when we would go to the bars, I would get, and like people would be around us. I would start talking real loud. You know, like I heard Tempe in Arizona is like the new place. They have like artisanal butter and an entire music scene that is just to die for, and it's so cheap because all these old people are dying and their kids don't want to live there, and there's a college and stuff. And I did this for like 6 months, and then one day I was taking the Uber to go to dinner with some friends, and it was just me and the driver, and I was like, yeah, Portland kind of sucks. Like, what's happening here? And he was like, you know, I've been hearing good things about Tempe. I hear there's like a music scene and they've got all sorts of like special food stuff and the price of living is low. And I'm like, really? You've heard that too?
Wow.
Yeah, I think I might check that out.
Like it worked. Oh, that's good shit.
Did
Yeah.
he used to work for the government or something like that? The
I
CIA?
wish I would be making good money. I would have been able to afford a house in Portland if I were working for the government.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. I should have applied for some of those jobs. I would have done pretty well, probably.
That would be a good psyop right there.
I
Nice.
excel at that, according to at least three out of 7 Carls. That's not what they called it, though. They didn't call it psyops. I think it was psychotic bitch, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd met their moms, you'd just be like, "Sir, you're projecting."
Right.
Oh my gosh, this one.
Anyway, yeah, but we found a house outside of Portland, and it's good. So
Good. Nice.
Is that the forever home, Allison?
I'm old, so yeah. If it's not, it means one of us have died, and it's too much house for us and the cats. So for like whoever's left in the cats. So
Man, she's a
pretty
badass.
soon, all of this waiting for my office / studio / cool toy tour background will be set up. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
hopefully in time for me to, I don't know, stop.
Well, we got to do our Catra show.
Yeah, we do need to do that, but the workspace will be ready pretty soon too.
Yeah.
I ordered the rugs for out there today. And we have to put a bunch of the shelves together, and I got a bunch because a bunch of my comics are just in like big giant and like just boxes. So I got a bunch of cool long, like not long boxes, but like short boxes so they can get properly organized. And yeah,
Organized.
so once
I
we
don't
get
know
all the
that one.
cases put together, the rugs are out there. I'll move like the desk and the art table out, and I'll be able to set it up so that I don't have to move stuff from over here whenever I have guests onto the show to color with them. It can just all be in one place. I'll have multiple cameras, and I'll look like a real toy tuber, and it'll be like, "Hi, welcome to our Toy Princess. I'm Allison Choi. Today, look at all my shit, you bitches." Anyway, yeah, like a real toy tuber would do.
Yep.
Be jealous of all the stuff behind me.
Yeah. Today we're filming over in the library. Look at all my books, you bitches. Today we're coming to from the coloring corner. Look at all my art supply. Yeah, I'm going to kind of make a joke of it the first few weeks where I just film from all the different places so it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know.
I kind of want to do that because eventually I'm going to do a tour of like this whole room, and then I have the living room, and then I have the garage as well. So like I have
I'm gonna do a couple of tour videos just because I mean like what's the point of having all this shit if you don't show off at least that much?
Right.
And then monetize it on YouTube.
My problem is like my living room is always in disarray because like the shelves that are supposed to be displayed, I'm constantly like ripping all the toys off the shelf to take pictures of, and then I put them back on the shelf, but they're just laying down, so they're not displayed anymore.
Yeah, that's all.
You're like, damn it! I should have taken pictures when I had them standing, and then done the whole thing first. Yeah, that's it.
And then this room looks like chaos. Like,
if I put maybe 20 minutes into this room, I could probably get it just right to do a tour. But
I mean, I've seen people do toy tube like tours of their rooms, and they have shitty stuff. So like, do it because your stuff is cool. Yeah, like everyone on screen right now that I know has cool shit. So
I always like those late night Saturdays when Steve's like, "Oh yeah, look at all this inventory," and like he'd pan up to like the loft area and have all those boxes, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
Oh yeah, this place
and
is
helicopters weird. And all that stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, you've got cool shit, Steve.
Actually, Steve has the cool shit where he'll bring something out, and you're like, "Whoa, holy!" You know, like some cool vintage ass shit. You know, they haven't seen in a while.
I don't know.
Not like Ken, where Ken's just got it all right behind him, and he's showing it off.
Yeah,
but Ken has to take all that down between filming. So.
Oh my god.
Except for the stuff in the cases, but all the pile of boxes, he takes all that down.
Oh my god.
That doesn't live there.
I told him tonight. I couldn't. The way that when you have a conversation with him, when he starts talking about stuff, and you go, man, I couldn't imagine the how his brain is firing when he lays down right before bed, and he just takes him like an hour just to wind it down so he can fall asleep. You know, like I could just imagine. He's like, it's true. It's true.
No, that's what it. Yeah, no. Like last night, I laid down and was there for an hour, and in my head, I was like, so in 1997, Power of the Force 2 released what? And then I went through every release, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I got that at the Walmart. And this, I had to drive to the Toys R Us in Houston on my way back to Louisiana. I just see those people.
When you start hearing the birds chirping outside, and you're like, shit.
Yep.
And you're like, oh my god, I have to work, and it's my day job that's not fun, but it pays the bills and buys the toys. Damn it.
Yeah.
So.
I do not miss work. Like the stress of not having a job sucks, but not having to go to work every day is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is when you always think about what can I do to not have to go anywhere but still make money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been like, okay, so right now I've got a whole garage full of toys that I haven't opened yet. So once it's done with the snow, we're supposed to be back in the 80s next week. So once that's done, I'm going to open up all those bins. I'm going to start taking pictures, post them on eBay, get those getting ready. Then I can start doing some more commissions and maybe sell some stuff. Then with the super chats, with the blind boxes, I'm like, I've got all kinds of little, if I add those together, I should be able to make rent. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, well, it'll work, man. It'll work.
It will. It will. Positive attitude, right? That's the best part about it, is I want to stay positive.
Yeah.
I interviewed a couple days ago to be like the manager for the intake at Goodwill. I think that would be cool because then I would see all the stuff coming in like all the time.
Talk about an extra little bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Have you thought about buying and selling toys? Like that's what I used to do. I made quite a few bucks off of that, just running ads everywhere. And then you buy these big.
I don't know. I used to do street sales. I would just like take some of my old stuff and like clean it up and then go down to the street sales and sell stuff. But
nice.
But
I don't think I would want to do that full time.
Yeah. I was listening to what's his name, from Geek Dad Life, that used to be on there, John. That's like how he started up, just eBay. He has on no way of buying stuff on eBay, reselling.
Yeah.
And now he's got his own store eventually, but he said he doesn't recommend it. He said it's paying the ass full time.
Well, and that's the thing, is you got to be like, same thing with mine. Like, I think, gosh, what I can start doing, like the fact that I was able to get that scan nice and perfect from the classics Swiftwind, and I'm like, dude, just I could start doing that, do scans of all the stuff that's kind of hard to get, and then post it on these Cults 3D websites, because I'm doing the scan off a part that I have, that I own. It's not like I'm taking it from somebody, obviously I'm taking it from Mattel, but it's, you're scanning it, putting it on there, and I'm thinking battle armor for this, or even just a head for something, or a Mondo head and shrink it down. And I'm like, I could just post that. And if, 10 people buy it at, $5 a piece, or keep, not just 10, but I mean, it goes nationwide. So
yeah.
If it's just one part of the cog, it's like, as long as it keep it moving. So I don't know. There's always times in between that I used to do the jerseys. I used to get all the sports jerseys from China for $20 or $22. I'd get the stitched ones, the knockoffs, and then I would sell them for $50. And I mean, I had a buddy that before I worked at the prison, he worked at the prison at the time, and he's like, I got all these orders from these guys, and I said, well, charge them whatever you want. I'm going to charge you $50, but if you want to charge $60 to these guys, make $10 per jersey, that's fine, So I kind of had a nice little thing going there for a while, and it helped. Like I was in between, and that made all the ends meet, like no problem.
Nice.
And even I was working with a company over there that even when it got caught in customs and they took it, and it shows that they took it, they sent a brand new box at no extra charge. They're like, yeah, we understand that happens. So if they do take them, then we'll send you. Because I wasn't getting these humongous orders, but not like the state fairs, how they have so many. I mean, I was just getting maybe 40 or 50 jerseys at a time, so it wasn't like a huge loss for them.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was cool. And I know sports, so I knew what jersey to get. We had Tim Tebow in the whole Tebow thing, and selling Tebow jerseys were like, holy shit, man, because he sold out everywhere. So right at Christmas, I went outside at Target, and I lifted up my Explorer. I lifted up the back, and I had all these Tebow jerseys, and people were like, $100 each, $100 each. It was like, oh, done, because they needed a Tebow, and you couldn't find them. So yeah, that was always kind of tried to hustle a little bit here and there.
That's cool.
Jacob, send me stuff.
Are you sending him naughty pictures, Cobb?
Nah.
No, I send him naughty pictures.
Oh. It's good shit. Oh yeah, Oz was asking me about doing that thing tomorrow. I'm not really I'm not like a Mythics hype guy though, man. Or like the figure obscura. He's like, hey, do you want to run that show tomorrow? I'm like, You probably don't want. I mean, I don't know, because I guess Ed can't do it and he can't do it. But I'm like,
Oh yeah, he's not.
Oh yeah, that goes up in like what 4.5 hours.
yeah, I think I might be sleeping. Catch a little bit of Z's. I don't know. I'm like not the guy to be on the hype train for that because I don't really collect it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that line really.
I mean, it's cool. I kind of
Oh, yeah.
stuck with what I collect. I want to keep collecting what I kind of collect,
And
especially
I
because
can't
those
afford
are,
to buy anything right now.
I would say those are really high priced, man.
Yeah.
I plan to sleep through it. There you go, 3-star.
Mhm.
Darren's got the right idea. He's like, I already got my
a free
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Darren.
Wow.
Darren and his free dragon.
That's awesome. That is badass. I'm just glad somebody we knew got it, right? I just ran
Somebody
some
we
random
knew
dude.
who's cool.
Right.
'Cause I know
That's
people
true.
who are assholes.
That's true. Because if
Hmm.
somebody we knew that we didn't really care for won it, we're like, son of a bitch.
He'd be like, but I want Transformers.
Yeah. That's it. I'm gonna sell it and get a really big Optimus Prime. I'm gonna sell it for the one that transforms on his own and talks.
Yep.
That's the only way
mean,
you'll
you
ever
could
have
do
a
that.
friend, sir.
Then I'll have a real friend. Oh god. Oh.
I shouldn't be so mean to that person. Life has already been mean enough.
Well, did
Did
you
you
hear?
get that at Ross, Jacob? The figure?
The Lita? No, that was at the Mattel store.
Oh, okay.
Let's say Allison, he did reach out. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like after that
That's
whole thing,
multiple spare hands too.
after that whole thing with Mikey, he like,
Yeah.
he's like, friend requested, and he was like, life's too short, bro. I'm like, dude, life's too short to be a complete asshole to everybody and then burn bridges and then ask them to be your friend again. Come on.
It's true.
That's what life's too short for.
Oh, Darren.
All right. Put it on.
Every time that happens, I find myself stopping before I go. I am Adora, He-Man's twin sister, and the defender of the secrets of the Crystal Castle. Like, I have to stop. I can't.
My beloved steed.
Fabulous
The only one that-
secrets were revealed to me the day I held aloft my sword and said, "For the honor." Only 3 others know the secret. Our friends, Cow. No, wait. Our friends, Madame Raz, Light Hope, and Cow.
And cow.
Cow.
Evil forces of
Wait.
horror.
Together, me and my friends in the Great Rebellion
The Great Rebellion.
strive to protect Etheria from the evil forces of horror. No, anyway.
I
You
think
can't
I
tell
need to-
I watched that all the time as a kid, can you?
I think I need to print
Not
this
at
like
all.
1 or 2% bigger, so it'll, unless it's just not going to fit the cartoon collection, and maybe it'll fit regular Origins.
Hmm.
I don't know how different the torso really is.
Try it on
I
a.
bought a couple of those hands for this guy. Actually, I bought like the hand pack. It's got like middle fingers. It's got the 2 fingers like that. It's got
That's awesome.
more
That's
options.
what the Thanos right now. Is like she comes with the smell my fingers hands.
Yeah.
Oh god. Which one should I get here? Let's see. I'll use my Icy Man, I guess. Here's my custom Icy Man on all white.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, looking like that.
He's
How did-
fancy.
Did
That
you
wave
print
of
the
dragon
armor?
one.
Yeah, the armor was it's a 3D print, and I printed it in that translucent blue and then just painted the white over it. I do have one that's actually that looks the same color and everything as the actual 2000X one with the
Oh.
gray. But this one was
That's
cool.
cool, though.
Just something different. All right, see if it fits this one. Oh yeah, maybe it is a little bit smaller. I like this armor. This armor is really good. This was Aliencito on Colts. Yeah, it fits now. There we
I
go.
may
One
need
of
to get
these
another
days.
Crystar just so I can have extras of these accessories for people. This sword is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, Crystar's
Yeah.
neat.
It's
that
great.
whole Crystal is freaking awesome. I like him.
Wow. Turned out good. Does it have a bit of
really
flex?
cool.
Does it have what?
Does the chest piece have flex a bit?
I didn't. I just used standard resin on it, so I mean it's not too flexible. But somebody made a sale.
No, that's just my text.
Oh, okay. No, it's not. If you know what, I bought some of that Ceratec Blue, which is that more of a that flexible resin. Sometimes I'll put like maybe 5 or 10% mix in there, and it gives me a little bit more. But this is, I mean, he has it shaped perfectly to fit the chest. So it fits Origins. It fits Origins perfectly.
Yeah.
I like how he made the back smaller, and then it still has the sword holder there.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I actually asked him the other day. I said, "Hey, how much would it cost to make this same armor but put my Kenzo logo on it?" He goes, "I could." Yeah. He goes, "Some of it might not work because of the angle." He goes, "But if I can get it done," he goes, "maybe six. I think he said $16." I was like, "Okay." He said, "Well, if you have time, I'll take one of those and have some Kenzo armor."
That'd be sweet.
So I really like the way this sits. It's different than anything else because it thins out, like it makes it narrow in the back. I like it.
Yeah.
But it's strong enough to hold, I guess.
Yeah, it's always nice when you see things that are really nicely dialed with the right tolerances and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, he's been doing. I like how this artist does stuff because he makes these kits that are perfect for Origins, to where you could just, even when he does a torso, the torso's made to fit the Origins the arms. You know, it's like he does like he just made that. Oh, what's the new adventure of He-Man that has the has the double arms and bends over, kind of walks like a horse?
Sagittar.
Yeah. So he made one like that, and it actually has like the little flex in the middle, and it works. But then you can use just the Origins arms, so it's like a kit that kind of works with both, but it's all for Origins.
Yeah,
that's good. I like how he does it.
Yeah,
So,
wow.
like all his kits are perfect for Origins. They fit everything really good.
Nice. Yeah, I just wandered over and I grabbed this just in case you guys are wondering about the Sentry. This is where you find
Nice.
Avengers. That's
the new Avengers Sentry. It's I can't remember who writes it, but the artist is Steve McNiven. McNiven is one of the finest that Marvel has.
Nice.
I don't know if they still have him right now, but he's definitely in one of the top 10 of, you know, really good artists out there.
Is that?
I just started learning all about Sentry.
You can find that. Is it like, what year did that come out? Like, how long ago is that? Is that a?
Well, this is a TPB, so it's probably still circulating. Let me try to find the small print here. Come on. It's all right there, but it's not. 2006. Holy cow.
I'm like, it wasn't that long ago. And it's like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was, right?
Even saying that 2006 was a long time ago sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit older, so anytime someone references anything above 1999, my head gets a bit fuzzy. The whole 2000s thing just kind of,
yeah,
you know, it sort of
like
doesn't
yesterday.
sense. Yeah, right. And then so someone will say, well, 2012, and it's like, oh, that was just like, yeah, just the other day. And it's like, no, that was more than 20 years ago. It's like, no, that's not.
That's fucking crazy.
You know, or whatever. I don't know. I don't do math. I just don't do math. So don't call me out.
That's when the world was going to end.
The one that really gets to me is the one where they say, just for the 40-plus-year-olds, here's one for you. That the Back to the Future was 1985, and they went back 30 years to 1955. So that's like going back now and going back to 1995, right? Yeah, 30 years. So that's what blows me away, like how different everything was from 1985 to 1955. How it
Yeah.
was a totally different life and a totally different world. But now that I think about it, we go back to 1995 and I'm 1 year left of high school. So like that just tells me next year is my 30-year high school reunion. Holy fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I graduated in 92. Got married in 94.
So you're just a little bit, you're not that much older. You ain't that much older.
I'm almost 52 now.
Yeah. Well, and I just hit 47, so
Nice.
you got about 5 years on me. That's it. So
Yep.
So see 3 stars right there. It's 30 years in July.
Well,
Darren, you gonna get all dressed up and go with your? Oh, you can't go with your dragon. You got to go to the 32nd year anniversary with your dragon.
I was gonna say, it would have been nice to show up at the Dragon and be like, look what I got, guys.
Yeah.
What
have
are
you
you
done the last
doing?
3 years?
All you've got is stupid kids. Look, I got a dragon.
Yeah.
So what if you're a lawyer, asshole? You don't have a
Yeah.
dragon.
Nice.
Oh man. Yeah, I think I kind of do like how I did that one. I mean, it's totally different, but I do kind of like how it turned out. A little more regal.
Yeah, it's a good color combo.
In the original, I made this one before the 2000X figure was released for Origins, so I had to print the head, and so this is the one that looks just like the one from the 2000X line. Like the colors are identical.
Nice.
But this one, I thought I'd take my liberties and do what I want.
I have to send you this to print out or try and do something with that little Mega Constructs Battle Cat. I was showing Bud the other day with his helmet.
The helmet?
Took his helmet off. I was sticking on like a shoulder pad.
Aldrin.
Yeah, it looks freaking cool as hell.
That is cool. I
Would
actually
that
have
fit
that
on
one.
Origins Tila had?
Her
Like
head.
over her face, like a catcher mask almost?
I think you only could grab her, but I think it might be a little big on her head.
The nice thing is though, if you scan it, you can upsize it.
Yeah. It
so
just fits so good on the shoulders, man. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
so that's freaking nice.
Well, just like what was it, Boojaboo, when he did that one Thundercat crossover one that he was doing. His had that cat the shoulder cover there, and that actually looked really good, and it fits perfectly onto the armor that he made. But what's weird is Boojaboo actually made that one for the Lion-O, but it fits perfect. But he says once you print it, then cut it in the middle on one of the smaller, and it's like, well, no, you don't want to have to print it then cut it, then you're breaking. I don't know. You would think you would kind of make it kind of like this guy does with just the little tabs. It works fine. The tabs are good. Like even taking it on and off a few times, there's still no damage to it at all. It's good.
That's pretty good. It's good engineering.
Yeah, he does pretty good. I love how, especially like the guys that I order stuff from, like Yurko and Lovely Evil Horde, that Amarone. There's a few guys that are on there that do really good with those, and kind of stick to those guys. But I don't know. Need to get my ass working to get some stuff so I can sell some stuff.
Yeah.
And what is really cool is like the Lovely Evil Horde, the one that did the castle and it did a lot of the other stuff. People have messaged me and said, I asked if anybody prints them to sell, and he sent me to you. So that automatically tells me that he has no problem with me selling his stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually cool because he's not from the United States, but he's like, if anybody needs anything, he's been having them come to me as far as, and I'm like, great. That just kind of gives me the green light. So
that's pretty
all
sweet.
over it. Because some people get, like that Rebel 3D, he don't want you selling his shit. He'll get all pissed off about it.
I get that.
I do too. Yeah. And that's kind of the thing. I won't, like that's the say with these blind boxes that I'm doing for the super chats, I can add some of that stuff in and just say, well, no, I'm not selling any of that shit. I'm adding it in with the giveaway for stuff, you know. So
Yeah. Okay. I better fly. I gotta go to bed. Holy shit.
I think I'm good too. I think we've been yapping for about 3 hours.
That's not bad.
Not too bad for a pre-clubhouse night, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And
all right, guys. Well,
Rob and I started at 8:30.
yeah, that's true. You guys have been going even
Yeah.
longer.
Wow.
Well, anybody got anything dropping or anything to announce for now, or we good?
I really quick. Let me find it. I want to make sure I get it right. All right.
A
Here we go.
graduation T-shirt with our signatures on it. Hell yeah!
Cool. Big town or little town? How many signatures, right?
That's it. Mine would be a very small signature set. I only had 48 that graduated in my class.
Well, that's like almost 3 times what I had, man. I had like 19 or 18.
Damn.
Okay. I just want to leave you all with this thought tonight, and I want you to all like really think about this, like deep down. It's like way important. Okay.
Okay, ready.
All right. All right. So every time you see him, the hammer is just so hype. He's dope on the floor and he's magic on the mic. He's been around the world from London to the Bay. It's go hammer, and the rest can go and play.
Can't touch it.
Think about it.
Hell yeah. And too legit to quit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Man, you guys are awesome. I had a good time. The Insomniac show is a lot of fun, and now we're able to get a little sleep because now we've been doing this for 3 hours. So
Yeah.
So y'all have a good one.
So
We'll
get
see you
up in
tomorrow.
4 hours and
See you
over
next
your
Tuesday.
Figure Obscura.
Yep,
Oh.
we'll see you. And remember, in the meantime, stay out of the streets. Bye, everybody.
There we are. Oh, I'm so glad you all stopped by. I hope you had fun today. Yes. Don't forget, sometime during the day, go over to Mother, put your arm around her, hug her, and give her a big kiss and say, I love you, Mother. And when Daddy comes home from work, do the same thing. And don't forget to pick up your toys when you through playing with them. Oh, did you kids have a lot of fun today? I'm glad you did. We're going to have to say bye-bye now. We'll see you about the same time. In the meantime, please stay out of the streets. Bye-bye.